It's a playoff night from Northern Cambria, a playoff edition of the Coal Bowl, and a rematch from 2 weeks ago and last year's District 6 semifinal. A lot on the line tonight, a berth in the District 6 championship next week at Mansion Park. We welcome you to Duffy Doherty Stadium in our FNB pregame show, powered by First National Bank. With Ward Hilliard, I'm Mark Burdig. Ward, really looking forward to this matchup between these two longtime rivals, and they have played a lot through the years. They played just 2 weeks ago at Cambria Heights, Northern Cambria, coming away with a 28-11 victory.
Yeah, and I think you can throw that out the window. All the preparations there, people know each other very well, what they're going to do, what they're going to try to do. I'm looking for a very good game here.
These two teams rolled last week in the opening round of the District 6 playoffs. The Colts defeated Marion Center 45-0. Got off to a little bit of a sluggish start. They put all 45 points on the board, led by Jack Sharetti in the middle 2 quarters.
This spectacular offensive showing, and their defense was equally good, and that's the kind of game they're going to need to play here tonight.
Ward, they lost their first game 20-14 right here against United Valley. Since then, they've won 10 games in a row, and head coach Sam Schuette's Colts have really been rolling.
Well, you know, it's an amazing job that they've done. They've had to plug in some key people, losing Donatelli at quarterback. Ty Dump steps in. A couple of linemen were injured, and they managed to move people around. That's good coaching, and that ball club has got some real good momentum going because of it.
Cambria Heights comes off of an opening round victory over West Branch at home, 40-6. They are a young football team. On offense or defense, they start 1 senior, 3 juniors, and 7 sophomores. And on the offensive side, 1 senior, 9 juniors, and a sophomore. Not only are they already a force, but they're going to be a force next year.
Yeah, that's kind of scary for the rest of the league to hear that kind of the numbers that they have. But, yeah, they're going to be very difficult to beat here again tonight. They've got a little momentum built up. They played very well the last half of the season. That's what you want to do when you're rolling into a playoff atmosphere. I think we're going to have that here tonight.
When we come back on our FNB pregame show, we're going to talk a little bit about the history of the Coal Bowl, and we're also going to talk about some outstanding running backs on both sides of the ball. As we roll forward toward the 7 o'clock kickoff, we will have head coach Jared Lewis of the Cambria Heights Highlanders and also his counterpart Sam Schuette. We'll break down the quarterbacks, the stat comparison. Heck, we even have an AccuWeather updated forecast as far as what the conditions will be like here tonight at Duffy Doherty Stadium. Yeah, it's a little bit cooler, but hey, it's November, it's football season. If you're playing, you're warm. When we come back, we'll break down the running backs a little bit, talk about the playoff edition of the Coal Bowl as we roll on the FNB First National Bank pregame show here on Renda Digital TV.
You can shop for pretty much anything online. Clothes, food, vacations, you name it. All without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. Finally, banking can be just that easy too. With the all-new FNB e-store, you can shop for hundreds of financial products to manage your money, all from the comfort of your couch. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FNB e-store in branch, on your phone, or online at fnb-online.com.
The team at Smith Coal & Oil know how hard work and dedication pay off. The Northern Cambria athletes and coaches know this as well and make their communities proud. Smith Coal & Oil is pleased to be a sponsor of high school athletics. Good luck to all the athletes in the playoffs. The cold weather has arrived. Need coal, heating oil, or propane? Give the team at Smith call and don't let winter catch you by surprise. Smith Coal & Oil in Northern Cambria, 814-948-4708.
The Barnesboro American Legion Post 508 would like to congratulate the Northern Cambria Colts football team and coaches on a fantastic year. Go get them tonight. Everyone at the Legion is rooting you on.
Let's go Colts!
The Barnesboro Legion invites you to check out the best club in town. Become a social member for only $6 a year and join the Legion family. DJ every Friday, Saturday nights open jukebox 10 to 2. Don't miss Thanksgiving Eve with DJ Tommy Guns, 10 to 2 and drink specials. Barnesboro Legion, proud supporter of NC student athletes.
Colt pride never dies.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
R4H, this is Bree. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Justin Nagel with R4H Medical Transportation. R4H is here when you need us. R4H provides transportation 7 days a week, including holidays. We offer both local and long-distance transportation for ambulatory clients, as well as those who require a wheelchair, gurney chair, or stretcher van. We provide transportation to medical appointments, social, and holiday events. We take pride in providing quality care and professional services to all of our clients. Due to our rapid growth and increasing need for our services, we are looking to expand our team. If you are interested in joining our team as a driver, apply online at rider4h.com. Full-time, part-time, casual, and seasonal driver positions are available in many locations. R4H Medical Transportation is an equal opportunity employer.
As always, because of you,
we are R4H.
Back with you from Duffy Doherty Stadium on our FNB pregame show. We also want to thank our presenting sponsors of Northern Cambria Colts football, Smith Coal and Oil and American Legion Post 508. We couldn't do it without their support. And at First National Bank, applying for loans just got easier. Apply for multiple loans at once with FNB's fast and easy eStore Common App. Visit them online, First National Bank. We welcome you back into our broadcast booth. Ward, this is a rivalry. It's interesting. The two District 6 semifinals are both rival games. Not too far from here at Purchase Line, back in Indiana County, the Purchase Line Red Dragons are hosting the Penns Manor Comets for the second time in 3 weeks. Your thoughts on that one?
Well, that's going to be a tough ball game. It always is. They're right up the road from each other, so it's always a rivalry, as you indicated, Mark. And I think the Comets have really turned it on here toward the end of the season, and they're doing very well. I could Coach Felicic, Purchase Line. He's going to get those guys ready. They've struggled of late, a little up and down toward the end of the year, but they're going to be very tough on their own field tonight.
The Comets defeated the Red Dragons 22-19 a couple of weeks ago. 2 weeks ago at Cambria Heights, it was 28-11. Northern Cambria had the better end of it. Ty Dunn scored on the game's first play on a 75-yard touchdown run. Dunn was our IRMC Renda Media Player of the Week that week. That was week 10. He rushed 15 times for 138 yards. He completed 12 of 19 passes for 110 yards and 2 touchdown passes. And then, just for good measure, he picked off 3 Isaac Weiland passes. Quite a performance as he almost individually beat the Highlanders. He's a tremendous athlete.
Yeah, he is, and he stepped into that quarterback role very well. And they're talking about putting Ethan Donatelli back there, and I said I'm all for that. Why? Because Ty Dunn then comes a receiver, and boy, he is a threat as a receiver. So it's another weapon that they can have. So we'll see what they do here tonight, but that's the move I would make.
Colts outgained Cambria Heights 314-163 in week 10, so pretty dominating, although Cambria Heights held Jack Scheretti, who we'll get to in a moment, to just 49 yards rushing on 17 carries. So it was a great job by Cambria Heights limiting Scheretti.
Yeah, it is not easy to do. We saw that last week. He's a fantastic runner. But they did a nice job of bottling him up. And keep in mind, Cambria Heights got 3 quality running backs. I mean, they're not outstanding in any stretch of the imagination. Maybe Trey Trevis might be. That name's been around for 30 years, I think. But the rest of those guys are good, hard runners. They're going to be a handful for the Colts.
Colts defense held Heights to 2 yards or less on 15 of their rushing attempts. And the Colts red zone defense was great. Highlanders ran 15 plays inside the 20-yard line without scoring a touchdown. And after a fumble recovery, Cambria Heights, I'm sure they'd like to have it back, First and goal at the Northern Cambria 3-yard line, 4 cracks. They were turned away.
That's amazing. And we said the Colts do have a good defense. They're not particularly big. I said maybe they are pretty big, but they're also very quick. And they get after the ball, and they do a great job.
As for this rivalry, I guess this isn't technically the Coal Bowl because that's during the regular season, but it is a playoff edition of the Coal Bowl, which actually dates back to 1960. And the series, with Northern Cambria winning 3 out of the past 4, is tied 24-1. Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing for as long as they played it. But, yeah, you're right. And that makes high school football the better when you have this kind of rivalry.
Of course, the Coal Bowl, dubbed the Coal Bowl because of the historic links with the coal industry, dating back over 100 years ago. So, hey, you mentioned, the running backs, Jack Scheretti, and also the Cambria Heights, Jackson Klein, and Stephen Nealon, the top running backs actually for Cambria Heights. And yeah, Tribus contributes a little bit too. Going to look at Nealon Klein, the graphic on the screen on Renda Digital TV. Last week versus West Branch, Big Knights, and for the season, 130 rushes and 726 yards for Jackson Klein. He scored 7 touchdowns, averaging 5.6 yards per carry. And his running mate, you talk about pretty close statistically, Stephen Nealon has rushed 108 times for 719 yards, 9 touchdowns, averaging 6.7 yards per carry. Last week versus West Branch, Klein had 2 touchdowns, even collecting one from 45 yards out. On the other side, Northern Cambria, man, Jack Scheretti, we witnessed it last week. He put on quite a show, number 22 did, and he'll be back in action tonight. And you're watching some of the runs against Marion Center. He had 4 touchdown runs last week against Marion Center. 15 rushes, 227 yards. You're seeing some of them, a long-distance run there as he just ran away from Marion Center. He scored 4 touchdowns on his last 5 carries. And Ward, he has good vision, good speed, and we saw the strength of Jack Scheretti on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he made a heck of a play from his linebacker spot, cracking one of the Marion Center runners there right as he got the ball. It's one of the harder hits I've seen all year. But he does. He's got the combination of speed and quickness and elusiveness, and he is going to be a handful again for Cambria Heights.
You look last week again, 15 carries, 227 yards. By the way, right behind us, our executive producer on the video side. Normally we hear him doing play-by-play and did an outstanding job covering River Valley all season, and he's one of our young stars in the broadcasting industry at Renda Media, and it's good to have him alongside. He has a little bit of experience at St. Francis University with this video stuff, and we're seeing evidence of it here early on in our FNB pregame show.
Yeah, we got marks on the floor and everything, but he's a pro.
If you move off your tape, you're going to get clobbered by Jake.
Off of my tape, too.
All right, when we continue on our FNB pregame show, we're going to get to both coaches. First up, you will hear from the Cambria Heights head coach, Jared Lewis, in his 13th season, 72-70 overall, 507 winning percentage. But since joining the Heritage Conference, 26-9. He's 3-3 against Northern Cambria. We'll follow that up with Sam Schutte in his 7th season. He's rolling the last 2 seasons, 46-31 overall, 598 winning percentage, 2-1, or actually 3-1 against the Cambria Heights Highlanders. They played in 2021, 2022, and of course, here we are, second time in 2023. They played twice last year, too, including in the District 6 semifinals, so rinse and repeat. It was 41-0. I'm sure Cambria Heights remembers that beatdown from a year ago.
Well, I'm sure they do. These guys are quality coaches and good people. They've been very nice and very cooperative with us. You got more of that than I, but I am impressed by both of them.
At First National Bank, you can shop and buy products and financial services online. Explore our products and financial education to fund the solutions you need. Check out to easily apply online or schedule an appointment for expert in-person guidance at First National Bank. You can visit them online at fnb-online.com. Coming back with head coach Jared Lewis of the Cambria Heights Highlanders, and we'll follow that up with Sam Schutte when the FNB pregame show from Duffy Doherty Stadium continues here on Renda Digital TV.
You dreamed of blazing fast internet speeds and unlimited data? Well, dream no more. Introducing SeaWorld, your gateway to a seamless online experience. Thanks to T-Mobile's revolutionary 5G internet, you can now get lightning-fast connectivity right in the comfort of your own home. And it's only $50 a month. For more details, call Brian, SeaWorld's friendly and knowledgeable sales representative at 724-463-3200, extension 122. SeaWorld, the future of internet is here.
What's up, everyone? I'm Carissa Luther.
And I'm Dante Luther. And we got another one. Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Northern Cambria is now Luther Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Same great place, same great people, same great service. Call or visit us today.
Milk every moment.
Leaves are falling in silver hour prices at 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. Discounts up to $11,300 off and financing as low as 0% APR. It's go time. That's right, huge savings and 0% APR. That means you pay 0 interest and 0 finance charge. Mitsubishi carries the best warranty on the planet, by far the best value on the road. Huge discounts and 0% APR. It's go time. Only at the Mitsubishi Giant.
5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
Resta Home Health, a proud supporter of the area's student-athletes, wishes the players and coaches the best of luck in the playoffs. The never-give-up attitude and drive of your teams is something to be proud of. Resta Home Health, locally owned and operated, is committed to providing a high performance of health care for the improvement of their patients' physical and psychological condition, to provide quality care in a cost-effective manner for the community. Go get 'em, teams, from your friends at Resta Home Health.
Welcome back to Duffy Doherty Stadium on our FNB pregame show. At First National Bank, you can shop and buy products and financial services online. Explore their products and financial education to find the solutions you need. Check out to easily apply online or schedule an appointment for expert in-person guidance at First National Bank. Visit them online at fnb-online.com. Coach Jared Lewis joining us now, and Coach, kind of rinse and repeat. Yeah. Two weeks ago, the Coal Bowl, they got the better end of it at your place, and it's also a rematch of last year's District 6 champion, or semifinal game, I should say, and you're looking for a better result here tonight, right?
Absolutely. I think anytime you lose, we lost a couple weeks ago. We had a great week of practice. We had a great game last week, and I thought we had another great week of practice. Anytime you're going to play a team that's as good as the Colts, you need to make sure you have a great weweek of practice, and we did, so I'm happy where we are at this point.
Talk to me about this rivalry. I know this is kind of like the playoff edition of the Coal Bowl, if you will. But, a lot of rivalries I've found aren't quite what they used to be. Is this one still pretty special?
It's special. It's special for our community members. It's special for the players that have played in this game. And now we're introducing this game to a whole new, a whole new group, a whole new generation of Colts and Highlanders. And, I can just think about some of the moments I remember most from my playing days were playing in this game. And I think this is a game that allows you to make memories, some good, some bad, but it's a game that allows you to make memories. You're competing against people that you have known your whole life, that your neighbors, they live very close to you. It's just a special environment. And there's people that will come out for this game that will only come out to one game a year, and it'll be this game. So hopefully they come out twice, since we played twice this year.
That's exactly right. And, man, it's pretty much even, Steven. I think 24, 23-1 through the years is what my records have it. Hey, a couple of weeks ago they hit you with the big play on the first play of the game, and they made a couple of big stops. So I'm sure that's something that you're going to look to change.
Yeah, their defense is very good. They've been good all year. Their offense is good too. They're an offense that gets a lot of big plays because they have a lot of good athletes, and their line does a good job blocking. Their defense flies at the ball. They got a lot of team speed, so it's a challenge. We just need to make sure we play our game this time. Make sure our players control their emotions and understand that take care of their job, and everything else will take care of itself. Take care of the little things, and that's kind of what we preach this week.
They have an interesting dilemma. I think they brought back Ethan Donatelli, senior quarterback, off of injury last week. I would guess he got 35% of the snaps, probably shaking off some rust. You know all about Ty Dunn and what a great athlete he is. Does it make it more difficult for you to prepare for maybe the unknown, not knowing which way Sam Schutte might go with those two guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think it does anytime you're adding another person into the mix. But, at the end of the day, they are a good football team. We know they're athletes. We still got to stop their athletes. Whether Dunn's a quarterback or receiver, we know we need to have a game plan to stop them. And if Ethan, as he comes back, as you said, the more he plays, the better he's going to get. So I thought he played pretty well last week. So we'll see what that, what this game holds for him. But, at the end of the day, we got to worry more about ourselves than we worry about them. We got to make sure we play our game and take care of what we take care of. And if we do that, hopefully good things will happen.
Certainly breaking down that game from a couple of weeks ago, 28-11. Some fans may look at the score and say, really wasn't that close, but that certainly wasn't the case. And I think like any football game, you can't change it, but you could pull out 3 or 4 or 5 key plays that maybe tilt a game one way or the other. And I looked at that game, and that seemed to be the case. And from your standpoint, obviously, you want to get them tilted the other way. Yeah, I mean, if you looked at that game and subtracted 5 or 6 plays, as you said, you wouldn't, you might not know who won the game. But at the end of the day, most games come down to those 5 or 6 plays. So that's why we got to make sure we're doing our job every play. That's why we have to make sure that we're giving the effort required, because most games come down to those 4 or 5, 6 plays, and we got to make sure that hopefully those 4 or 5, 6 plays go in our favor. What about from a health standpoint, Jared? Are you pretty healthy? We're really healthy. I mean, for this time of year to be as healthy as we are, I mean, we got some nicks and bruises, but overall, we're a very healthy team, and that's obviously what you want when you're playing this time of year. And you have to be pretty happy, 8-3 overall. A young team, very few senior starters on either side of the ball to be in this position. Yeah, I mean, we didn't know where we were going to be at the beginning of this year, but I'm proud of the guys. I felt like we've gotten better each week, and that's something that we really aim to do. We don't have a lot of seniors, but there's good senior leadership, and we have a lot of guys that played a lot of football for us last year that have really stepped up in a leadership role and have really taken larger roles this year to be successful. As I said to Coach Schutte, other than the obvious, taking care of the football, limiting penalties, what are the keys for you to flip this score and get it in your favor? I think we need to limit the big plays, and I think we need to get some big plays on our end. And also, I thought, they got us a lot off schedule last game. We would get 3 yards, then we would lose a yard or whatever. We get 5, 6 yards and lose. So we need to be more consistent with staying positive and more positive gains, not getting those negative gains or not getting those 0 gains. And we need to take care of the football. We had 3 turnovers in that game, and that proved to be costly. You can't have 3 turnovers against a defense like that and expect to win. Jared, I really appreciate you doing this. Looking forward to calling the semifinal matchup here tonight at Northern Cambria. Should be a lot of fun. Hey, thank you. Thank you for everything you guys do. Head coach Jared Lewis of the Cambria Heights Highlanders. You'll be able to watch the game on Renda Digital TV, and it's coming up in just about 20 minutes from now or so at the top of the hour as we continue on our FNB pregame show. We're going to come back with head coach Sam Schutte when our FNB pregame show continues from Duffy Doherty Stadium in Northern Cambria right here on Renda Digital TV.
You can shop for pretty much anything online. Clothes, food, vacations, you name it, all without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. Finally, banking can be just that easy too. With the all-new FNB e-store, you can shop for hundreds of financial products to manage your money, all from the comfort of your couch. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FNB e-store in branch, on your phone, or online at fnb-online.com.
Hello, this is Jay
and Shannon
from Hutton Blues Insurance. We pride ourselves on building strong personal relationships with our clients.
We are an independent agency offering you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, or life, you want an advocate working in your best interests. And that's Hutton Blues Insurance, Route 119 North, just outside of Indiana.
We're also honored to have been voted in the top 2 insurance companies in the 23-24 Best of Indiana County contest.
Thank you, Indiana County.
Good luck, Colts! From Lynn Sunoco of Northern Cambria, servicing your auto mechanical needs with expert care. Lynn Sunoco has a long list of satisfied customers. Also in Northern Cambria, Medvan Transport, providing non-emergency transports for wheelchair and station car transports for all your medical transport needs. Medvan Transport is now hiring drivers and EMTs.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
The Barnesboro Slovak Club is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. And if you're looking for a friendly, comfortable atmosphere with good friends and entertainment, then try the Barnesboro Slovak Club. The Barnesboro Slovak Club welcomes new members, and there's always fun activities to do there. And be sure to check the Slovak Club out on Facebook for upcoming events. Again, that's the Barnesboro Slovak Club. Join today.
Welcome back to Duffy Daugherty Stadium as our FNB pregame show continues as we get set for the Cambria Heights Highlanders and the Northern Cambria Colts. At First National Bank, applying for loans just got easier. Apply for multiple loans at once with FNB's fast and easy eStore Common App. Coach, last week, good start to these District 6 playoffs. Whitewash of Marion Center, going to get a little bit tougher tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, we had a good start in week 1 of the playoffs, and so did Cambria Heights, so we can't take anything for granted, and we know we're in for a battle, and I'm sure they are as well. It's going to be a tough four-quarter physical matchup, and the team that makes the least amount of mistakes and turns the ball over the least, I think, is going to come out with a victory tonight.
You have a chance to get back to the District 6 championship game at Mansion Park, and it's the same path as last year, isn't it? You had to beat Cambria Heights in the semifinal to get to Penn's Manor, so you can't really look too far ahead when you have a team like the Highlanders in front of you.
No, and we haven't looked far ahead all season. I think every week we played a game has been a tough matchup, and could have gone either way. And that's what's nice about the Heritage Conference. You see all these teams again in the playoffs, so it says a lot about the conference and the level of competition. And it really comes down to who stays the healthiest or who gets healthiest at this time of year and who plays their best football at this time of year.
What about the health of your team coming out of the first playoff game against Marion Center?
We are actually really healthy. We're really starting to come back to where we were at the start of the season. Ethan's really starting to look good. Ty's looking good, and he's staying healthy, and our line is right where we need to be. So couldn't ask for a better situation health-wise as far as our roster goes.
For fans that may not know, Ty is Ty Dumb. Ethan is Ethan Donatelli. Ethan got knocked out in week 3 of the regular season against Marion Center, came back, I would guess maybe about 30% of the snaps he got last week or so. How do you assess his performance? And, man, you might have a tough decision on your hands tonight.
We do, and it's one of those things where you got a senior guy that's been putting the work in his whole entire career, gets hurt early in the game, and in week 3, and Ty steps in unselfishly and learns the position, and he really kind of comes into his own. And really excelled in that position, and it's like, what do you do? So, Ethan played last week. He looked really good. I think he was a little rusty, but boy, this week in practice, he knocked that rust off pretty quick, and he's looking like he's ready to go back like he was a few weeks ago.
Coach, you touched on the Heritage Conference. I think it says something that the Final Four are all Heritage Conference teams. Down at Purchase Line, Penn's Manor will be facing off against the Red Dragons tonight. That's also a Week 10 rematch, so we know we're going to have 2 Heritage teams at Mansion Park next weekend, and I think it really is points to the strength of this conference.
It is, and it keeps you honest. I mean, there is really no down week, and it really makes it tough to be successful. But when you come out of that conference and you come out and you get to the playoffs, you're battle tested and you're ready to play. Unfortunately, the teams we're playing are also in the same situation, so it really doesn't give us advantage either way.
Take us back to Week 10, a 28-11 victory over the Highlanders. You had a tremendously big night from Ty Dumb. He was our Renda Media Player of the Week that week with over 100 yards rushing, over 100 yards passing, and 3 interceptions. He really led you to a victory. It looks like, well, maybe it was an easy game, but it was everything but.
No, it wasn't. They really shut down our run game. They took away Jack Shreddy, and Ty just kind of came into his own. But it all started with defense. We played great defense. I think Cambria Heights is just an intimidating, physical type of offense that they just kind of come at you. There's really not a whole lot of surprise. Even though they run a lot of misdirection, they put bodies on bodies, and they just move people. And, for our defense to come out with that type of performance, I think we had 2 goal line stops. And, that's where our strength, our win came. Offensively, we were able to get some big plays in the passing game and as well with Ty's legs and extend drives. But for the most part, our defense played stellar, and hopefully they can repeat that tonight.
Other than the obvious taking care of the football, limiting penalties, which early in the game last week was a problem, then I think the kids settled down a little bit. What would be the keys to sweeping the Coal Bowl playoff edition, if you will, and moving on?
Special teams, absolutely. I think we really struggled in our last meeting. They really won the field position battle in the first half. I think we started inside the 10-yard line 2 or 3 times, which really makes the play calling tough when you're starting with your backs up against the wall. So we got to be able to get field position and flip the field when they punt, because I think their punting game is really good. They were able to put 50-plus yard punts on and really bury teams. So we got to be able to flip the field and keep field position in our favor.
Coach, thanks for doing this. Good luck tonight, and we'll talk to you on the post-game show one way or the other. From your standpoint, we hope we're talking about a repeat trip and a chance to go back-to-back at a District 6 championship.
We'll do our best with that, Mark. Thanks.
All right, Sam Schutte, head coach of the Northern Cambria Colts, and we're going to continue from Duffy Doherty Stadium. More to come on our FNB pregame show right after this on Renda Digital TV.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
R4H, this is Bree. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Justin Nagel with R4H Medical Transportation. R4H is here when you need us. R4H provides transportation 7 days a week, including holidays. We offer both local and long-distance transportation for ambulatory clients, as well as those who require a wheelchair, gurney chair, or stretcher van. We provide transportation to medical appointments, social, and holiday events. We take pride in providing quality care and professional services to all of our clients. Due to our rapid growth and increasing need for our services, we are looking to expand our team. If you are interested in joining our team as a driver, apply online at rider4h.com. Full-time, part-time, casual, and seasonal driver positions are available in many locations. R4H Medical Transportation is an equal opportunity employer.
As always, because of you,
we are R4H.
Robindale and its affiliated companies are proud to be a sponsor of all student athletes in the area. For nearly 2 decades, Robindale has been cleaning up refuse coal piles that dot and scar the western Pennsylvania landscape. To reclimate and beautify these areas, Robindale believes deeply in safety, compliance, and community responsibility. If you would like to become a part of the Robindale team, you can contact them at 814-446-6700, extension 122, or see how Robindale can assist your business at robindale.com.
The Barnesboro American Legion Post 508 would like to congratulate the Northern Cambria Colts football team and coaches on a fantastic year. Go get them today. Everyone at the Legion is rooting you on.
Let's go Colts!
The Barnesboro Legion invites you to check out the best club in town. Looking for a great place to hold a wedding, birthday party, or your holiday and Christmas parties? Check out the Legion Event Hall, open to the public to rent. Barnesboro Legion, proud supporter of NC student athletes.
Colt pride never dies!
The team at Smith Coal & Oil know how hard work and dedication pay off. The Northern Cambria athletes and coaches know this as well and make their communities proud. Smith Coal & Oil is pleased to be a sponsor of high school athletics. Good luck to all the athletes in the playoffs. The cold weather has arrived. Need coal, heating oil, or propane? Give the team at Smith a call and don't let winter catch you by surprise. Smith Coal & Oil in Northern Cambria, 814-948-4708.
And we welcome you back live to Duffy Doherty Stadium as our FNB pregame show continues. At First National Bank, you can shop and buy products and financial services online. Explore their products and financial education to find the solutions you need. Check out to easily apply online or schedule an appointment for expert in-person guidance at First National Bank. Visit them online at fnb-online.com. As we count it down toward a 7 o'clock tip-off, Ward, chilling off a little bit, isn't it?
It was chilling off when we got here. It's a little cold. No wind at all, though. Very dry. Ought to be an excellent night for the kids that are playing on the field. They're not going to notice.
Well, let's get the forecast from our AccuWeather partner, Jeff Nordine. What fans and players will be going through as this game unfolds here tonight, starting at 7 o'clock, right up until about 9 or 9:30 or so. Here's our AccuWeather forecast.
AccuWeather meteorologist Jeff Nordine with your First National Bank game day forecast. Here's what the teams and fans can expect tonight for the District 6 class semifinal matchup between the Colts and Highlanders at Duffy Doherty Stadium in Northern Cambria. As we approach game time at 7 p.m., we'll be looking at a more cloudy than clear sky with a temperature around the mid-40s. AccuWeather real feels in the upper 30s, so a recommendation, bring that sweater or light jacket and gloves to keep the hands warm. Winds at kickoff will be from the southwest at 5 to 10, likely not becoming a major factor, and gusts will be calm. Later in the game, around 9 p.m. or so, the temperature will drop a little bit to the low 40s with real feels now in the mid to low 30s. Winds remain out of the west-southwest 5 to 10. For Renda Digital TV and First National Bank, I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Jeff Nordine.
So by the time this one ends, we'll be in the lower 30s. Northern Cambria Marching Band playing the national anthem off to our left, and difficult for us to pick up here from the press box, so I don't mean to be disrespectful talking over the national anthem. Cambria Heights Band not here tonight due to a musical at the school. Veterans Day weekend and a couple of ladder trucks in the end zone. Nice American flag flying, and we salute all of our veterans. We remember everyone that has served to protect our freedoms that we enjoy in this great nation. So let's look at the stats for these two teams, the 10-1 Northern Cambria Colts and also the 8-3 Cambria Heights Highlanders. Points per game, everything as you look at is pretty even. One stat that's interesting, dead even. Points per game, Northern Cambria 31.8, 27.9 for the Highlanders. Ward, how about this? Defensively, both teams allowing just a tick under 12 points a game.
I see that. That's pretty astounding, but that's why they got here. They had good defenses.
Total offense, 345 for the Colts, 293 for the Highlanders. Total defense, Northern Cambria, man, they have been so strong as of late. 167 yards. They held Marion Center to 80 yards of total offense a week ago, and the Highlanders not too shabby either at 210 yards per game. You know, it's going to be interesting. Sam Schutte has a difficult decision to make. We're going to take a look at the quarterbacks in this game. First for the Cambria Heights Highlanders, as they will trot out a junior. His name is Isaac Weiland, and you'll see some of his stats on the screen. He's appeared in all 11 games this season, a 6'3", 195-pound junior. He's completed 40 of 91 passes for 746 yards with 9 touchdowns, and he finished 4th in passing and 19th in total yards in the Heritage Conference. Now, on the other side, the Colts have an interesting dilemma because in week 3, their starter, Ethan Donatelli, got hurt, came back last week, got about 30% of the snaps, I would say. He's completed 40 of 86 for 568 yards and 5 touchdowns, 18 rushes for 100 yards, missed 7 games due to injury. Ty Dumm, 43 of 84 for 546 yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. That came last week. Neither quarterback had thrown an interception up until last week. 105 rushes, 890 yards for Dumm, the better athlete of the two. Donatelli, the better thrower. 22 receptions for Ty Dumm, 277 yards and 4 touchdowns. Ward, I would say that it would be great if you have the confidence that Donatelli's back. He's shaking the rust. You get the gang back together, and Donatelli throwing to Dumb because he's so dynamic in the open field.
Yeah, it's another weapon. They've got a great crew of receivers, even without Dumb there, but to put him out there really makes a formidable passing attack, and that might be the difference tonight, Mark. Both these teams are going to really try to stop the run, so the one that can throw the ball a little bit is the one that may have the edge. We'll see.
Tell of the tape offensive line, Northern Cambria 5'10", 5 foot 10 inches, 214 pounds. The defensive front for the Heights Highlanders, 5'11", 235. Defensive line, 220 pounds for the Colts, 231 pounds for the Highlanders. Pretty even in the trenches. There's some good linemen here.
Good solid size all the way around. Yeah, that again, that's why they're here. They've played up to their billing. We're going to see it now. Who will beat who out here tonight? And I'm watching the quarterbacks warm up down below here. That looks like Donatelli. Yeah, he's throwing.
He's kept throwing with Dumb. Yeah, so game time decision, right?
Yeah, and they could switch them around. They might start out with Ty Dumb. Who knows?
Speaking of game time, it's right around the corner at First National Bank. Applying for loans just got easier. Apply for multiple loans at once with FNB's Fast and Easy eStore Common app. That's the FNB pregame show. Stay with us for the start of tonight's game. Coming up right around the corner here on Renda Digital TV.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Luxembourg's Jewelers, a proud supporter of all the area athletes, would like to wish the best of luck to all the Heritage Conference schools and, of course, the Indiana Little Indians this season. With 2 convenient locations, Luxembourg's Jewelers is the winning choice for gifts of any occasion. Show your school pride with gifts ranging from beautifully logoed coffee mugs, keychains, money clips, water bottles, and more. From the Indiana Mall to downtown Indiana, Hip, Jeff, and the Luxembourg's team wishes everyone an MVP season. Luxembourg's Jewelers is Indiana's jeweler.
The Barnesboro American Legion Post 508 would like to congratulate the Northern Cambria Colts football team and coaches on a fantastic year. Go get them tonight. Everyone at the Legion is rooting you on.
Let's go Colts!
The Barnesboro Legion invites you to check out the best club in town. Become a social member for only $6 a year and join the Legion family. DJ every Friday, Saturday nights open jukebox 10 to 2. Don't miss Thanksgiving Eve with DJ Tommy Guns, 10 to 2 and drink specials. Barnesboro Legion, proud supporter of NC student athletes.
Full pride never dies.
You ride life at full throttle, run wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-sides, watercrafts, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
Wonder if it'd be better if Ward was to the right and Chris. We welcome you back to Duffy Doherty Stadium. The captains are at midfield for the coin toss. Heard from head coach Sam Schutte. He graduated here at Northern Cambria, as did Jared Lewis at his home school of Cambria Heights. Schutte graduated in '98. Was the Colts junior high coach when Northern Cambria played in the 2003 District 6 championship, losing to Bishop Carroll, but they won under his guidance last year under his guidance, first ever title. Highlanders are looking for their first championship. They've only played for one, losing to Richland. And Cambria Heights will receive the opening kickoff.
Colts won the toss but deferred, so they're going to put the Highlanders on offense, right, to start the ball game.
We thank Smith Coal Oil in Northern Cambria and American Legion Post 508, our presenting sponsors. Proud to service the Tri-County area for all of your home heating needs. The weather has turned. Trust the team at Smith Coal Oil to keep you in front of the cold weather. Call them at 814-948-4708 or contact them online at smithcoalonoil.com. And the American Legion Post 508. Barnesboro Legion's excited to be co-presenting sponsor of tonight's Coal Bowl 2. Interested in joining the Legion family? Become a social member for only $6 this year. Every Friday, the Legion has a DJ from 10 p.m. to 2 p.m. And November 22nd, Thanksgiving Eve, DJ Tommy Guns from 10 to 2 with drink specials. December 16th, the annual Kids Christmas Party with crafts, food, and fun for all ages. I understand there's a big gang watching the game at the American Legion tonight. Hello to everyone down at the American Legion Post 508. And for all of you veterans, thank you for your service. From our bottom of our hearts, we can't thank you enough. Kicking off for the Northern Cambria Colts, it will be Michael Konitsky. Back deep, Stephen Nealon and Trey Tribus. And we are underway. It's a squib kick right up the center of the field, going to be picked up at the 15-yard line. And with the football and slipping down as he approaches the 30-yard line, Trey Tribus. On the kick coverage tackle, Tommy Costello. That was a name we called last week a lot on kick coverage for the Colts.
Yeah, they do a nice job there. And that kick is very difficult to handle. It was well done by Tribus, but good coverage by the Colts.
So the Highlanders take over football pretty much in the center of the field. They average 27.9 points per game. We'll get a look at their offense after this first play unless they go no huddle on us. And Isaac Weiland under center hands it up the middle to the fullback who fumbles the football in Northern Cambria on the first play. A turnover.
Guess who's got it? Ty Dum. I don't know who made the hit.
We'll see if we get a replay here. And looking at it, I think it was Dylan Weaver that forced that fumble.
We're going to switch spots here. I think I'm going to get Chris over here so he can see. I can see enough to make my usual comments. We're tight.
Northern Cambria at the 31-yard line. And the give to no one. It's Ty Dum getting the start, and he's around the right end, but he's tackled in front of the Cambria Heights bench. On the tackle, Stephen Nealon defensively for the Cambria Heights Highlanders. Nealon, a 5'11", 165-pound junior.
Heights are strong on the ends, and that'll prevent a lot of that sweep action that the Colts like to go to. They do a lot of misdirection, but Cambria Heights pretty disciplined in what they do defensively.
Second down, 9 to go. Wide side of the field to the bottom of your screen toward the Colts bench. They reposition Gavin Rivera to the short side. Danny Farrell, flanker to the left. Ty Dum gets the start at quarterback. Pistol back is Scheretti, and they hand it to him up the middle. And good Cambria Heights defense, although Scheretti's so strong, refuses to go down as he gets close to the 25-yard line.
That whole mass of people moved about 5 yards on that one.
Bryce Lewis, the coach's son, on the tackle. Only a freshman, 5'11", 175. After this next play, we'll try to get a look at the Colts offense after this next play. The starters out there. Third down, about 4 to go. Pistol back is Scheretti, and they fake it to him. They're going to try to run a jet to Farrell, to the 25, to the 20, gets by his man, 15, 10, left pylon, touchdown, Northern Cambria Colts. And there's a flag on the play, too. So this one may be coming back.
That's never good news when you have a big run, especially around the end. Farrell, just a freshman.
Holding on Northern Cambria.
Wow.
(5'6", 145-pound freshman, and that will wipe off a touchdown run of 26 yards.
Decent speed there. He got to the corner and just took off.
So with a holding penalty, that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 6 now, maybe 7 for Northern Cambria.
Penalty paired downfield apparently, so that's a break for the Colts in that regard.
Receiver at the top of your screen, Caleb Dolney, 28 receptions this season. They show blitz off the edge, and they do bring it, and Dunn back to pass, pressure up the middle, rolls to his right. In a lot of pressure, throws downfield, has a receiver caught at the 15-yard line for a 1st down.
Number 11 caught that.
That is Danny Farrell
In coverage.
on the reception, and they move the chains. If we can, let's take a look at the Northern Cambria Colts starting offense as we see a replay, too, on the screen.
15.
We'll try to get to those starters after this play. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. That tackle, by the way, Stephen Nealon. Dumb hands it off to Scheretti. Scheretti, 3 or 4 yards up the middle. Very quickly, the Northern Cambria starting offense. Quarterback, it is Ty Dumb getting the start tonight. We expect to see Donatelli. Running back, Jack Scheretti. Wide receivers, Danny Farrell. Expect Reese Wagner to return tonight. Gavin Rivera, Trey Pershing. Tight end, Caleb Dolney. The linemen across the front, Messina, Amsdale. The center, Braden Pellis. Dawson Schutte, Parker Schutte anchor the right side of that line. And Jack Scheretti gets the handoff, and not a lot of running room. Going to be tackled at the 11-yard line by Jackson Klein. Klein 5th on the team with 88 tackles.
See the preparation there to try to stop Scheretti by the Highlanders. So far, they've been very successful at it. He's not getting those open gaps.
Keep in mind the Colts have a pretty good kicker in Michael Konitsky, who does have a field goal to his credit. And he kicked one last week, too. And now some confusion, and there's a flag, number 1, and the ball's loose. Cambria Heights saying it's ours, and they're going to have to sort this out. I think it's going to be blown dead for a procedure and back up the Colts.
Get a replay real quick here.
It was a mess, wasn't it?
It sure was. Hard to tell what went on there.
Reese Wagner was in motion.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely motion.
So they back it up. So penalties again, much like early in the game last week, hurting the Colts.
8:18 on the clock. 8:18 on the clock. Got it. We're getting 8:18 on the clock.
First quarter being presented by First National Bank. And the first minute, by the way, of tonight's game, presented by First National Bank. Applying for loans just got easier. Apply for multiple loans at once with FNB's Fast and Easy eStore Common App. Forgot to mention that in the first minute, being sponsored every quarter of the first minute by FNB.
0818.
Trying to get the clock situation straightened out. We're going to have 3rd down and about 10 to go from the 15-yard line of the Highlanders.
Okay, 3rd down and 10 now for Northern Cambria.
It is Ethan Donatelli at quarterback. Dumb, they give it the jet to Dumb, and he's going to keep it. 15, 10, and down close to the 5-yard line. I think he's going to be forced out short of that lead chain on the far side of the field. It's going to be 4th down and short, depending. Yeah, he is short. Luke Mulraney on the tackle.
You notice that Donatelli went out on the opposite end, wide open over here in the flat. I think they might come back to that.
Mulraney, by the way, they moved him to free safety as the season progressed. He leads the Highlanders with 113 tackles. Big play early in this football game, 8:07 on the scoreboard clock. Colts trying to take advantage of a turnover. They have 4th and a long 2. And Dumb under center. And they fake it, and he keeps it, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. And the Highlanders hold and will take over. On the tackle, Garrett Jasper, the defensive end.
Oh, that's a big stand. Big stand for the Highlanders. Dunn made that beautiful pass downfield there. Looked like the momentum was all on Northern Cambria's side, but the Highlanders toughened up. It's going to be a ball game here.
8:02 left in the first quarter. So Heights takes over. Football at their own 8. And they give on a handoff. See if that's... It is Jackson Klein on the carry. Dylan Weaver, inside backer, made that tackle. 3rd on the team with 88 tackles. Weaver, Ward Hilliard, had 9 tackles last week against Marion Center, and his counterpart on the inside, Jack Scheretti, had 10 tackles, including one of the hardest hits we saw all season.
That's tough linebacker play when you can do that.
2nd down and 9, and they give up the middle, and I think it might be Klein again. It is. Up to about the 13-yard line. We mentioned Weaver and Scheretti. Weaver made the first tackle. Scheretti made the second one on 2nd down. So now the Highlanders face with 3rd down and about 6 to go. If you missed the pregame show, we talked about Isaac Weiland. 44 of 91. He has thrown 5 interceptions. He's completed 47% of his passes. But right now it's a toss left. And with the football, Trey Tribus, and Trey Tribus isn't going to get to that lead chain, is he? He's going to be stopped shy by Austin Amsdale. Amsdale tackle, 5'10", 205-pound senior, and the Highlanders are going to go 3 and out.
Tough to run wide on Northern Cambria because of that team speed, and it showed it right there.
Long snapper on punts is Stephen Nealon, the punter Garrett Jasper. 17 punts, 38.9 average for Jasper. And Coach Schutte talked about the importance of special teams. Back deep, Danny Farrell, the freshman, and the dangerous Ty Dumb, who stands at the 37 or 38-yard line.
Oh, that might be a delay.
Yeah, the play clock is down to 0. Legal substitution, but the play clock was down to 0. We're going to have a media timeout after this punt. The Colts should end up with good field position here.
Yeah, both the receivers are back, one at the 40 and one at the 50, so they're not anywhere near their own territory.
Jasper stands inside his own end zone by a couple of yards. Stephen Nealon, high snap, but Jasper does get it out, and very short. He shanked it. It's going to bounce at the 30-yard line and roll out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Media timeout on the field with 5:48 remaining in the first half. Colts nothing, and the Highlanders nothing on Renda Digital TV.
Falling in silver art prices at 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. Discounts up to 11.3 off and financing as low as 0% APR. It's go time. That's right, huge savings and 0% APR. That means you pay 0 interest and 0 finance charge. Mitsubishi carries the best warranty on the planet, by far the best value on the road. Huge discounts and 0% APR. It's go time. Only at the Mitsubishi Giant.
5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
The team at Smith Coal & Oil know how hard work and dedication pay off. The Northern Cambria athletes and coaches know this as well and make their communities proud. Smith Coal & Oil is pleased to be a sponsor of high school athletics. Good luck to all the athletes in the playoffs. The cold weather has arrived. Need coal, heating oil, or propane? Give the team at Smith a call and don't let winter catch you by surprise. Smith Coal & Oil in Northern Cambria, 814-948-4708.
What's up, everyone? I'm Carissa Luther.
And I'm Dante Luther. And we got another one. Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Northern Cambria is now Luther Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Same great place, same great people, same great service. Call or visit us today.
Back with you at Duffy Doherty Stadium. 5:48 on the scoreboard clock. We are scoreless, and the Colts for the second time operating in Highlanders territory at the 35-yard line. It was the Highlanders who didn't take advantage of good field position 2 weeks ago on a few occasions. Ethan Donatelli, the quarterback. Pistol back is Jack Chiaretti. And the snap and throwing over the middle. It's Dumb hauling it in at about the 30, going to be tackled at the 28-yard line. Good first down gain. Let's see if we can set the Northern Cambria. Oh, we already did the Northern Cambria offense. We'll get to the Heights Highlanders defense when we can, but they're going no huddle. Trey Tribus made that tackle.
Yeah, great catch there by Dumb. That was a high pass, but he pulled it down and then still was able to gain a couple yards.
2nd down and 2. Trips up at the top of your screen. Gabe Rivera, receiver at the bottom. The give to Chiaretti, trying to power his way for a first down, and he does, I think, to about the 25-yard line. Getting up off the bottom of the pile was Dawson Warner, cornerback, that came up and made that play. Defensively for Heights, the ends are Tristan Weekland and Garrett Jasper. Tackles Braylon Ridbaum and Dylan Warner. Linebackers Dawson Warner, Jackson Klein, and Bryce Lewis. Corners are Trey Tribus and Stephen Nealon. Free safety, Luke Mulraney. Pistol back is Chiaretti. 3rd down and short. He gets the handoff, and boy, they make it difficult on him. It's going to depend on the spot, really, at about the 25-yard line. I don't think he did either. The official, the referee, says fourth down. Jackson Klein made the tackle, the middle linebacker. So both of these defenses off to a good start.
That interior line, very tough for Cambria Heights. They just stacked that up. The quarterback keep here might work, but they're taking everything on the up. They're going to come up under center.
And it's Ty Dumb under center. Excellent athlete. Puts Reese Wagner in motion, and quarterback keeper, he does have a first down, and he keeps the legs churning and gets to about the 21-yard line.
That's just power running. He was hit immediately and managed to slide to the left and drag a guy for 3 more yards.
Dawson Warner on the tackle, sophomore. I mentioned this Highlanders defense. They start just 1 senior, 3 juniors, and 7 sophomores. One of those sophomores, Warner, who's 4th on the team with 93 tackles, made that stop. But the Colts almost in the red zone, just outside the 20. And Dumb, option right. Fakes the pitch, keeps it, and he's met hard. Making a good tackle was Garrett Jasper.
Boy, that was a solid hit, was it not? He came up from a linebacker spot and just popped something. You don't see that happen much.
Jasper, the senior, lone senior starter, 6'1", 185, leads them with 4.5 sacks.
Donatelli's going to sneak back in there, so that puts Dumb at a receiver spot.
2nd and 10. Hey, we want to say hello to the gang watching at the Polish Legion. We turned at the Polish Legion to get to Duffy Doherty Stadium. I understand there's a big group watching the game. Hello to everybody. I got some stories I could tell you going back many years for me at the Polish Legion. 2nd down and 10, and Donatelli to pass. Throwing over the middle, receiver breaking open, but it's over the head of the receiver, Danny Farrell. Just overshot him a little bit, Donatelli, and it'll be 3rd down and 10. He was open.
Yeah, it was a nice deep pass there by Donatelli. Very tight, and they're going to take him out again. Yeah, they're going to take him out and go back to Ty Dumb. It's interesting. I don't know if that helps or hurts an offense when you're trying to establish something.
3rd down and 10. They're 1 of 3 on 3rd downs. Chiaretti, the pistol back. Farrell, slot receiver to the right. Caleb Dolney to the right boundary. Reese Wagner in motion, and a motion penalty going to be called on the Northern Cambria Colts. Reese Wagner, an interesting story. He actually grew up in the Northern Cambria area, then moved to Homer City, was part of the Wildcats program, was an excellent junior high player there, and then part of the Wildcat baseball team, but now matriculated back to Northern Cambria. He's a good athlete. He was hurt last week, didn't play much. A sophomore, 5'10", 170. They're expecting big things from him moving forward. The Colts have been moving backwards.
Yeah, we don't want him matriculating from Homer Center, but apparently he did. We got to matriculate him back.
I'm sure they're happy to have him here.
3rd
I'm sure they and
are.
15. Dumb, the quarterback. looking to pass, pressure up the middle, throws out in the flat and misfires, intended for Caleb Dolney, and it will be 4th down.
He's well covered in the flat, too. That play looked like it could go. It was a blitz. They let him in. It looked like a screen, but it was a flat flare pass to the flat.
I think up the middle, applying that pressure, was Jackson Klein. So 4th, and you're behind the chains. Going to have to dial up something special here. 4th down and 15 from the 26 of the Highlanders.
You know, taking Scheretti away up the middle, they has really made it difficult for this Colt offense.
Donatelli back in there for the Colts. Slot is tied down as they go with 4 in the formation, and Donatelli to pass, flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his left with backside pressure coming, and they're going to force him out of bounds inside the 25, and they hold, and they will turn it over on downs.
Most impressive first quarter by the Cambria Heights defense. They're playing most of this quarter in their own territory. I mean, deep in their own territory, and they're holding up.
They're going to have a 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line.
Heights will start at their own 23-yard line. Fullback Jackson Klein. From the shotgun, Klein as a sidecar is Weiland, and he's going to pass. He's going to fire over the middle, and it's deflected at the line of scrimmage and incomplete, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Caleb Dolney on the deflection.
Just one receiver out in that pattern. That play wasn't really going to go anywhere.
Cambria Heights, 2nd down and 10, the defense.
This is a good old-fashioned defensive battle right here.
The center for Cambria Heights is Braden Ridbaum. Isaac Weiland, the quarterback. Fullback Jackson Klein. Stephen Nealon, a running back, as we look at the starters. And there's pressure and a sack. I was actually looking at the screen, Ward, but it was recovered by Cambria Heights. Jack Scheretti was right in there.
Scheretti made the pop. Oh, he's coming shoot there. Well, I'll tell you, these defenses are lightning quick tonight.
3rd down and going to be 14 to go.
I still want to keep kicking out of this deep of their field here. They want to be a little bit further downfield. They just cannot move the ball.
3rd down and 13 to go. This Colts defense, which averages giving up only 11.9 points per game. And looking to pass, Weiland throws an out. It's incomplete. And they're going to go 3 and out again. After this punt, we'll try to break for a quick 30-second break. Defense for Northern Cambria. Jake, if you can put her back up there, we'll try to credit these kids. The tackles, Lucas Schutte and Austin Amsdale. Nose guard, Dawson Schutte. The hybrid linebackers, Zach Hirsch and Caleb Dolney. Inside, Jack Scheretti, Ben Messina, Dylan Weaver. Corners are Gavin Rivera and Trey Pershing. Free safety, Ty Dom. And they did a job there, didn't they, with 1:42 left in this first quarter.
I'm telling you, both of these defenses have been outstanding, especially Cambria Heights, because their backs have been against the wall.
Line at scrimmage, the 18, and the kick is again short. Hits at the 42-yard line, going to roll midfield into about the 49 of Northern Cambria. A punt of 32 yards and no return. 1:32 remaining in the first quarter, being presented by FNB Bank, coming back with the Northern Cambria possession right after this.
Resta Home Health, a proud supporter of the area's student athletes, wishes the players and coaches the best of luck in the playoffs. The never give up attitude and drive of your teams is something to be proud of. Resta Home Health, locally owned and operated, is committed to providing a high performance of health care for the improvement of their patients' physical and psychological condition, to provide quality care in a cost-effective manner for the community. Go get 'em, teams, from your friends at Resta Home Health.
Back with you at Duffy Doherty Stadium, Gage Shonsky with the handoff and some pad popping in our headsets. A gain of a yard for Shonsky, who was pretty impressive last week coming off the bench Bryce Lewis, who's been active early in this football game, made that tackle right at midfield.
You notice the defense there had a little gap in it. He tried to cut up in it. Boy, it just slammed shut. This is an impressive defensive showing both ways. This is what a playoff game's all about.
In the other semifinal, Purchase Line jumped out in front of Penn's Manor 7-0. Toss right, dumb to Scheretti, and Scheretti, not a lot. He's into Highlanders territory to the 48-yard line. On the stop, it was Garrett Jasper. They made things difficult on Scheretti 2 weeks ago, limiting him to, let me see here, 49 yards on 17 carries.
You know, there you saw an example of what they're doing, too. The corner and the end both drifted out before Scheretti caught the toss. He had nowhere to go.
3rd down and 7, final seconds of the quarter. Option left, they pitch it to Scheretti. Scheretti to the 45, to the 44. Trey Tribus along with Luke Mulraney as the first quarter is going to come to a close. As we head to the second quarter, it will be 4th down and about 3 to go for the Colts if they go for it. Special thanks to FNB for presenting our first quarter. Scoreboard reads Northern Cambria 0, Cambria Heights 0. Second quarter action in a minute on Renda Digital TV.
Robindale and its affiliated companies are proud to be a sponsor of all student athletes in the area. For nearly 2 decades, Robindale has been cleaning up refuse coal piles that dot and scar the western Pennsylvania landscape. To reclimate and beautify these areas, Robindale believes deeply in safety, compliance, and community responsibility. If you would like to become a part of the Robindale team, you can contact them at 814-446-6700, extension 122, or see how Robindale can assist your business at robindale.com.
You can shop for pretty much anything online. Clothes, food, vacations, you name it. All without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. Finally, banking can be just that easy too. With the all-new FNB e-store, you can shop for hundreds of financial products to manage your money, all from the comfort of your couch. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FNB e-store in branch, on your phone, or online at fnb-online.com.
Back with you at Duffy Doherty Stadium, second quarter being presented by Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Northern Cambria, where people still make the difference. Big 4th down play. They're going to punt. Ward played the field position game.
Yeah, I think it's smart. As good as Cambria is playing defense, you don't want to give them field position. You had them bottled up most of the game and keep it going now. Oh, my.
Trey Pershing, little rugby-style kick. It's very short, and it's going to take a Cambria Heights bounce and going to be down at about the 32-yard line. It's only going to be about 12 yards. First quarter stats for you. 7 plays for Cambria Heights, 3 net yards, 19 plays for 61 yards for Northern Cambria. Rushing 42 yards for Cambria, and for Cambria Heights 3 yards. They were 0 for 2 passing. Colts were 2 for 4 for 19 yards. 8:39 time of possession in favor of the Colts. Cambria Heights only 4:21.
Wow. That's some pretty darn good defense. Pretty bad punt there.
Isaac Weiland hands it off, and with the football, it is Stephen Nealon, but he can't get to the edge because Caleb Dolney was standing there waiting for him. Good defense. Drive starting at the Cambria Heights 31-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 12. Man, these two teams are duking it out.
And great speed. I commented on that earlier in the pregame. They're both got showing it here tonight now. Great speed to the edge.
We're scoreless. Second quarter action. 2nd down and 12. And Weiland to pass. Throws over the middle, nearly intercepted by Jack Scheretti. The intended receiver was Stephen Nealon. So it'll be 3rd down and 12.
But it's incomplete, bringing up 3rd down and 12.
The Highlanders are 0 for 2 on 3rd downs.
Little, maybe too much mustard on that pass. A cold night, tough for the receiver to pull it in, and as you saw, it just tipped off his hands. Could have been picked.
I haven't seen enough of Weiland. He had, what you'd call maybe his happy feet back there,
yeah.
But it could be his style too. Toss left, and a big hit, and down goes Trey Tribus. Tribus dropped by Ben Messina.
Well, these backs, I'm sure, have said, what's going on?
That is a quick 3 and out. Try to take a 30-second break at the end of this punt. They're making it difficult to get our commercial inventory in.
Ought to be good field position again.
Yeah, they
but just to the 45 of Northern Cambria now.
Depending on the return here, they could start another drive in Highlanders territory. Jasper to punt out of the long snap of Stephen Nealon. Snap is true, and he gets the kick away, floating kick, and they're going to allow it to bounce, and it's going to roll inside the 40, inside the 35, and that's where the Colts will take over with 10:15 remaining in the second quarter. Colts nothing, Highlanders nothing on Renda Digital TV.
The team at Smith Coal & Oil know how hard work and dedication pay off. The Northern Cambria athletes and coaches know this as well and make their communities proud. Smith Coal & Oil is pleased to be a sponsor of high school athletics. Good luck to all the athletes in the playoffs. The cold weather has arrived. Need coal, heating oil, or propane? Give the team at Smith a call and don't let winter catch you by surprise. Smith Coal & Oil in Northern Cambria, 814-948-4708.
This playoff edition of the Coal Bowl, and they give to Scheretti, 45-50, runs through a tackle, 40, 30, right sideline, 20, 10, touchdown, 65 yards, Jack Scheretti, and the Colts drop first blood, 6-0. We'll get a replay of that electrifying run by Scheretti, who had 200-plus yards last week in that win over Marion Center. And a good job by the right side of that offensive line. Dawson Schutte and Parker Schutte. And it's 6-0. Danny Farrell to hold the extra point. Michael Konitsky, who has 34 of them to his credit this season. Long snapper is Zach Kirsch.
First gap they really created in that Cambria Heights defense, and that's all Scheretti needed.
Exactly 10 minutes on the scoreboard clock. Snap is good, put down by Farrell, and Konitsky's kick is up, and the kick is no good, wide left. But the Colts drop first blood, 10 minutes remaining in the second quarter, being presented by Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Northern Cambria. Northern Cambria 6, Cambria Heights nothing on Renda Digital TV.
Barnesboro American Legion Post 508 would like to congratulate the Northern Cambria Colts football team and coaches on a fantastic year. Go get them tonight. Everyone at the Legion is rooting you on.
Let's go Colts!
The Barnesboro Legion invites you to check out the best club in town. Become a social member for only $6 a year and join the Legion family. DJ every Friday, Saturday nights open jukebox 10 to 2. Don't miss Thanksgiving Eve with DJ Tommy Guns, 10 to 2 and drink specials. Barnesboro Legion, proud supporter of NC student athletes.
Colt pride never dies.
You can shop for pretty much anything online. Clothes, food, vacations, you name it. All without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. Finally, banking can be just that easy too. With the all-new FMB e-store, you can shop for hundreds of financial products to manage your money, all from the comfort of your couch. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FMB e-store in branch, on your phone, or online at fmb-online.com.
Back with you at Duffy Doherty Stadium, 6-0. Konitsky tees it up pretty easy. Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram drive summary. One play, 65 yards. Took him 13 seconds to run 65.
That's what we saw last week.
Tribus back deep along with Nealon, and it's a bouncing kick. Tribus takes it at the 18-yard line to the 25, 30, 35, where he goes down there. On the kick coverage for the Colts, Nate Fry, a junior 5'9". And Fry is 145 pounds, and the Highlanders will start at the 36-yard line.
They've got to find something that works here. They've been struggling to gain any kind of yardage, and you continue doing that, it's not going to get any easier.
Last 4 games, the Colts defense has allowed only 19 total points, including 2 shutouts. 2 weeks ago here, or at Cambria Heights, it was 28-11. Little bubble screen out in the right flat as Weiland's pass is complete to Hunter Nealon, a 5'11", 150-pound senior with 10 receptions to his credit. Gavin Rivera made the tackle. They gain a yard on that play.
Good close on by Rivera. You saw that, Mark. That was a good call there. Try to get out in the flat quickly. But even at that, Rivera came up fast, made the hit, only made it a 1-yard gain.
Second down, 9 to go. At the 37-yard line, clock running 9:20 here in the second quarter. 6-0 Colts, motion man, but they give up the middle to the fullback, Jackson Klein, and not a lot going on for Klein. He's going to maybe gain a yard to the 39-yard line. They may give him 2 yards, but again, good defense by the Colts front. Lucas Schutte, Dawson Schutte, and Austin Amsdale making things difficult, life difficult for the Highlanders.
And the linebackers are filling gaps and making good, solid hits.
Nealon, Hunter Nealon, and Stephen Nealon at the bottom of your screen. Also, Garrett Jasper. And Weiland to pass, throwing over the middle, and he has his receiver, Marshall Eckenrode, runs through a tackle inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line. 28-yard gain. Stopping him is Dylan Weaver, but the Highlanders convert a big third down.
Right on the dot, that ball was rifled in there on a slant, and a great catch and run after the catch. So that's gets the Highlanders a little bit of momentum here.
To the Colt 32-yard line. Bottom of your screen, Hunter Nealon. The old T formation pretty much, and they hand it off, and it is Stephen Nealon.
26, the ball carrier, Stephen
and
Nealon off the right
maybe
side
a yard.
For no gain in the play.
Nealon, 719 yards rushing. Jackson Klein, 626. Jack Scheretti made the tackle. Really no gain on that play.
They ran that T formation a couple of times at Homer Center and had some success with it. I haven't seen that for quite a while.
They're duking it out at Purchase Lines. Barry Medill Field, too. The Comets playing field position, and they just punted and will pin Purchase Line inside the 5-yard line. Purchase Line leading 7-0. Second down and 10. And a little ball fake and a sack and a fumble, and it's recovered by Dylan Weaver. Unless they rule him down, they may rule him down.
Yeah, that was pretty close. Let's see what the officials say here.
Well, it looks...
I don't know what he's suggesting here. Apparently, he said he was down, so they're going to...
Look at a replay here.
They're gonna,
very, very tight.
Yeah, it was close.
Here it is, Jake doing a great job, Jake Slobotnik. And boy, that ball's out, I think, before he goes down.
I thought it was, but, you know, what are you going to do? They're going to go for it here. Well, it's only third down, my bad.
Here's Weiland, little wraparound draw. They give it to the ball carrier, Stephen. Well, I'm not sure that was Nealon. It might have been Luke Mulraney in there. Let's see.
Numbers are hard to read.
Yeah, it was Luke Mulraney running the ball. Dylan Weaver on the tackle. Some positive yards, but it's going to be 4th down and 10 from the 32-yard line. 6:13, clock moving at 6-0 Colts here in the second quarter, being presented by Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Northern Cambria. Bad credit, no credit, they can help you with credit. Call their lucky number at 814-948-7777. 4th and 10. Weiland, it's actually not Weiland under center. It is Nealon, and he's going to pass. Throwing has Mulraney at the 20. Going to be a first down for the Highlanders at about the 16-yard line. On the tackle, Ty Dumb. But how about that? They put Stephen Nealon in a quarterback, and he completes the pass. He just found the receiver between the linebackers. He floated the pass over the linebackers, and first down yardage.
A little semi-slant across the middle there, again breaking open and right on the money with the pass. The Lucas Schutte's down below us. He's the one that made that tackle on that fumble. And
toss left,
is hurt.
And Tribus is going to be tackled for a loss. On the stop, Ben Messina and Austin Amsdale actually on that stop.
Yeah, and that's what these teams had to do, Mark. They had to find some way to open up because the running games aren't working. At passing, the short passes now are starting to loosen things up.
2nd down and 11. Isaac Weiland back under his center, Braylon Ridbaum.
There was a loss in the yard on the play, so it's 2nd down 11.
Wingman to the left. And play action pass. Weiland backside pressure, throws on the run, and it's caught inside the 5-yard line by Garrett Jasper, and the Highlanders are going to have 1st and goal. On the stop, Ty Dumb.
This is the first real challenge that this defense has had, and they're going to have to see if they can come up big.
Now remember, after a Northern Cambria turnover 2 weeks ago, the Highlanders had 4 cracks from the 3 and couldn't get in. It was a big part of the ball game. Right now, it's a touchdown for Cambria Heights, and it was such a tight formation. I'm not even sure who was under center, but we have a tie game at 6-6 at the 4:09 mark. It was Jackson Klein being credited with the carry.
Yeah, I think Malin was the quarterback, 26.
Getting a replay here. It was, Nealon under center, and he handed it off to Klein, and he carried it in. On the extra point, it will be Cameron Abrams. He's 23 of 29, 79%, right-footed soccer-style kicker, and the kick is up, and the kick is good, and the Highlanders have the lead. With 4:09 remaining in the first half, being presented the second quarter by Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. It's Highlanders 7, Colts 6 on Renda Digital TV.
R4H, this is Bree. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Justin Nagel with R4H Medical Transportation. R4H is here when you need us. R4H provides transportation 7 days a week, including holidays. We offer both local and long-distance transportation for ambulatory clients, as well as those who require a wheelchair, gurney chair, or stretcher van. We provide transportation to medical appointments, social, and holiday events. We take pride in providing quality care and professional services to all of our clients. Due to our rapid growth and increasing need for our services, we are looking to expand our team. If you are interested in joining our team as a driver, apply online at rider4h.com. Full-time, part-time, casual, and seasonal driver positions are available in many locations. R4H Medical Transportation is an equal opportunity employer.
As always, because of you,
we are R4H.
Supposed to. Back with.
What's up, everyone? I'm Carissa Luther.
And I'm Dante Luther, and we got another one. Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Northern Cambria is now Luther Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Same great place, same great people, same great service. Call or visit us today.
Back with you at Duffy Doherty Stadium, 7-6 Cambria Heights over Northern Cambria, and the Highlanders just now coming out onto the field. The drive summary being presented by Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Northern Cambria. 10 plays, 64 yards, took 5 minutes and 45 seconds. They were 1 for 2 on 3rd down. They completed a big 4th down conversion, picked up 3 first downs along the way.
Well, this is the referee ran down to the corner of the far end zone and got the AD, and I don't know if he wants to get the crowd moved back at that end zone. I don't know, but that's holding everything up right now. We could have sold a lot of stuff here.
Rode by Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, our second quarter sponsor. I was amazed with the used car inventory they have on the lot. It's as much as I've seen at a dealership in a long, long time. So stop by and see Dennis Goodlin and all the gang at Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, new and used cars. Going to be a little squib kick here from Jasper, the way he has the football positioned, and a high hopping kick and still bouncing, and it's taken by Sharetti. Right sideline, 35, lowers the shoulder to the 40. And up over the 41-yard line, Caden Ivory on the stop. We should have a media timeout right now.
Number 2 on the tackle, Caden Ivory for Cambria Heights. So it's going to be a 1st and 10.
Going to keep it here.
From their own 41.
I guess at the 41-yard line.
4:01 left to the half.
So the Colts now down a point, 7-6. First meeting, Colts led 14-3 at the half. That was then, and this is now 1st and 10. And the quarterback, dumb hit in his own backfield, and he maybe gains a yard. Going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Jackson Klein on the tackle.
No game to play.
2nd down and 10. Highlanders playing some defense other than that one long play.
They have stuff to run, and that's the strength of the Colts. They're going to need to get Dumb maybe out on the receiving end and bring Donatelli, and they got to loosen that defense up.
Pistol back is Jack Chiaretti. Scored on the first play from scrimmage on their drive here earlier in the second quarter. Jack Chiaretti gets the handoff here and has 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
There's about 9 people tight to the line of scrimmage by the defense of the Cambria Heights. They're determined to stop the run.
Trey Tribus on that tackle. It'll be 3rd down, 6 to go. Football pretty much in the center of the field. Wide side, I guess, toward the Cambria Heights bench at the top of your screen. They're 1 for 5 on 3rd downs are the Colts. And they still have Dumb at quarterback. Twins left and right. They send Chiaretti in motion. They had 2 men in motion. That's going to back them up 5 yards and make it even more difficult. 3rd down and 11 coming with 2:43 left here in the quarter.
Boy, oh boy. You had opportunities early on, and now you're starting to have mistakes.
Other semifinal inside of a minute at Barry Medill Field in the second quarter. Penns Manor still trailing Purchase Line 7-0. 4th penalty, 25 yards on the Colts.
Comets had a touchdown called back in that game, Mark.
Pump fake, now Dumb throws, complete to Dolney, but tackled in his tracks right near the line of scrimmage. Excellent defense by Bryce Lewis, linebacker, and also Luke Mulraney coming up to make that stop, and the Colts are going to have to punt it away. Clock moving, and by the time they punt it, will be under 2 minutes remaining in the half.
Cambria Heights doing an excellent job. Really scouted this out. They know what they want to do defensively, and they've just smothered this Colts offense.
4th down and 10. They have Reese Wagner lined up to punt.
But a lot of confusion out there.
They got Gage Shonsky on late, but there's a timeout now called by Northern Cambria. 1:38 remaining in the second quarter, being presented by Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Northern Cambria. Highlanders 7, Colts 6 on Renda Digital TV.
Guys, if you're in need of a trim or a new look and don't have the time to make an appointment, stop into Mariah's Barbershop in Spangler. Mariah gets you in and out quickly and offers affordable options like $12 regular haircuts or $15 bald fades. Straight razor shaves also available. And if you're looking for that perfect stocking stuffer for the holiday season, Mariah has gift certificates available in store. After all, there's nothing better than giving the gift of a fresh look to someone you care about. That's Mariah's Barbershop, 710 19th Street in Spangler. Walk-ins and cash only.
Wagner to punt out of the timeout, and it hits at the 32 and going to go out of bounds at about the 27-yard line, a punt of 33 yards. 1:32 remaining here in the first half, 7-6 Highlanders.
Boy, I tell you, we talked about the defenses, and they both have been spectacular, but the Colts now had some success moving the ball early on and are being stymied right now by this Cambria Heights defense. They're going to have to come up with some throws to break it up a little.
Cambria Heights has all 3 timeouts remaining. Colts have 2. Weiland from the shotgun. And he hands it off on that little wraparound draw again, and running room for Luke Mulraney over the 35 up near the 38-yard line, and a first down. Dylan Weaver on the stop. They stopped the clock to move the chains and restart it just as fast with 1:20 to play here in the half.
Mark, you remember that play. The Homer Center got to see Northern Cambria run it quite often.
2nd down or first down and 10. Weiland throwing out in the flat, and the receiver kind of slipped and went down on one knee and made that catch, and that catch was made by Trey Tribus. We'll credit Gavin Rivera with the tackle. Timeout, Northern Cambria. 1:03 left here in the first half. Highlanders are trying to score again. They lead 7-6 on Renda Digital TV.
Robindale and its affiliated companies are proud to be a sponsor of all student athletes in the area. For nearly 2 decades, Robindale has been cleaning up refuse coal piles that dot and scar the western Pennsylvania landscape. To reclimate and beautify these areas, Robindale believes deeply in safety, compliance, and community responsibility. If you would like to become a part of the Robindale team, you can contact them at 814-446-6700, extension 122, or see how Robindale can assist your business at robindale.com.
What sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Out of the Highlanders timeout, second down, 5 to go. Football at their own 43. Weiland going to throw streak pattern down the right sideline for or Tribus it is, and it's incomplete. Went through the hands of Tribus on the coverage, Gavin Rivera. So it'll be third down and 5. Well, they're not playing conservative, that's for sure.
That was a well-thrown ball, was it not? And Tribus just a little bit too close to the sideline there to make that play.
Want to thank our spotter in the booth, Chris Graham, our statistician, Jerry Rossai, our executive video producer tonight, Jake Slobotnik, and upstairs, Anthony Larch providing the pictures on camera. And with Ward Hilliard, I'm Mark Burdig in the broadcast booth. Third down and 6. They are 1 for 6 on third downs, the Highlanders are.
Colts need to stop here. You have a shot then.
And a timeout going to be called by Cambria Heights. 56 seconds left in the first half. Going to break for 30 seconds. It's Cambria Heights 7, Northern Cambria 6. You're watching on Renda Digital TV.
Resta Home Health, a proud supporter of the area's student athletes, wishes the players and coaches the best of luck in the playoffs. The never-give-up attitude and drive of your teams is something to be proud of. Resta Home Health, locally owned and operated, is committed to providing a high performance of healthcare for the improvement of their patients' physical and psychological condition, to provide quality care in a cost-effective manner for the community. Go get 'em, teams, from your friends at Resta Home Health.
7-6 Cambria Heights leading. Our presenting sponsors, Smith Coal & Oil in Northern Cambria, proud to service the Tri-County area for all of your home heating needs. The weather's turned. Trust the team at Smith Coal & Oil to keep you in front of the cold weather. Call them at 814-948-4708 or contact them online at Smith Coal & Oil. Also, big thank you to Barnesboro, American Legion Post 508. They're streaming the game on 4 TVs tonight at the Legion this evening. They're warmer, Ward, right?
Yeah, just a tad.
Third down and 5. There's that wraparound draw again to Klein, who tries, or Mulroney trying to bounce it outside, but Northern Cambria shuts it down this time. Luke Mulroney, Jack Scheretti, and now the Colts are going to take a timeout with 45 seconds left. We will keep it right here in our broadcast booth.
It was very good. If you saw the pursuit there, Mar, they closed on that. That play was designed, was sketched out there. It looked like it was going to go for a first down, but the Colts just closed so quickly, it stopped it.
American Legion, by the way, Post 508. Every Friday, the Legion has a DJ from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Jake, you ready to stop at the Legion? 2 a.m., shut it down, get you to Bloomsburg in time for the IUP game tomorrow. Season finale for the Crimson Hawks. Jake Slobotnik producing tonight's video stream on Renda Digital TV. He'll be with Jack Benedict and Pat Doherty. Yeah, you get home, leave the Legion at 2, get you home by 3. 3 hours of sleep's all he needs. Be fresh and ready to go. He's young. He can handle it.
That's called sleeping fast, huh? Doesn't work.
Doesn't work for me anymore. Maybe at one point. All right, it's 4th down and 3. November 22nd, Thanksgiving Eve, DJ Tommy Guns will be at the American Legion from 10 to 2. There'll be some drink specials, and then the big Christmas party, December 16th, the kids' Christmas party with crafts, food, and fun for all ages. They're going to punt. Although Jasper rolling to his right, now he does kick it, little rugby-style punt. It's very short, and it's going to bounce laterally toward that Cambria Heights bench and go out of bounds inside the 30-yard line, a punt covering 26 yards.
Donatelli was warming up down here, and I think he's going to go. I'm trying to pick him up to see if he's... There he is. He's going on the field. So they're going to throw something deep, try to get an interference or a long completion. They have no timeout, so they don't. The luxury of stopping that clock is pretty much gone.
Keep in mind, Cambria Heights received the kickoff in the first half. They promptly fumbled on the first play. Northern Cambria could not take advantage, starting a drive at the 31-yard line. So the Colts will get the ball to start the second half. And the quarterback is Ethan Donatelli, and we have a timeout called by Cambria Heights.
I imagine you'll see the safeties dropping back a little more now that Donatelli's in there.
Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Northern Cambria presenting our second quarter. 15% off of MSRP on selected new vehicles. They have a nice supply of new vehicles too. I mentioned the super large pre-owned inventory they have right now, the largest in the region. I mean, it was pretty impressive riding by the lot earlier today, and you can stop by and see them. Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Northern Cambria. Of course, the sister dealerships, Luther Ford in Homer City and Evansburg. They're helping to sponsor the Penns Manor Comets and Purchase Line Red Dragons. That game at the half, another tight one.
Yep.
Purchase Line up 7-0.
Yeah, as I said, I was watching it there, and the Comets actually had a touchdown, but it was ruled, the quarterback was ruled down, so that had to call that back. Tight game.
Only 35 ticks on the first half clock. Pistol back is Scheretti. Ethan Donatelli, the quarterback, back from injury last week. 4 receivers in the formation. Drops to pass, throws over the middle, throws behind his intended receiver, Reese Wagner, and it'll be second down. One thing with an athlete like Ty Dumward, you get him into space and he can make things happen on his own.
Yes, he can, and I think that's the advantage of having him as a receiver, but you've got to get him open. And one other thing, Cambria Heights knows that.
Yeah.
So he's going to draw some attention.
Slot receivers, Danny Farrell. Same formation, 4 receivers, 2 up top, 2 at the bottom of your screen. Donatelli, wraparound draw of their own to Scheretti. Heads far sideline, 35-40, first down yardage. And Cambria Heights Highlanders player is down. But
boy, that's a break for the Colts.
Looking at the replay, so they said if you can do it, we can do it too. And Scheretti, first down yardage up to the 43. Scheretti now up to date, 10 carries for 101 yards, 65 of it on one play. And it went for a touchdown.
Yeah, since he didn't get out of bounds, but the injury stops the clock, so that's a break for the Colts. They can get their breath.
They do have 1 timeout remaining. They're still attending to the injured ball player. We're not sure who that was. Jake, do you have can we get another replay of that run? We'll see if we can see the tackler for the Cambria Heights Highlanders. It's 7. Yep, Hunter Nealon. And we're kind of shielded now. They're just getting him up. Nealon, extra defensive back, but he's a starter on the offensive side of the ball. So we'll see what his situation is as we get to the second half. They restart the clock. Donatelli from the shotgun. Braden Pellis, the center. And stepping up in the pocket, Donatelli going to throw deep downfield, and it is caught by Reese Wagner at the 23-yard line with 8 seconds left in the quarter. And Northern Cambria is going to take their final timeout.
That's just a spectacular play on both ends. Donatelli avoiding the pressure and then putting the ball right into the breadbasket of Reese Wagner, who was double covered at that time.
So, kicker Konitsky, a decent leg, but they're out of field goal range right now. They'd have to run a quick play that would go out of bounds and then maybe line them up for a field goal. 33-yard pass play. Cambria Heights marching band not here tonight due to a musical at the school, and I'm sure that took some of their fan base away at the same time. And they're a good band.
Yeah, they are. Actually, the entire conference had some very good bands this year.
So let's see how Sam Schutte, the head coach of the Northern Cambria Colts, plays it here. With only 8 seconds and no timeouts, do they take one shot? They have 2 protectors in. Do they take one shot to the end zone? Dolney in motion back toward the formation, and he takes the shotgun snap, and he's going to throw for the end zone. Dom holds it in. Did he catch it? No, incomplete with 1 second on the clock. Well, wow. No, the clock actually ticked to zeros. I think there should be 1 second left. Let's get a look at the replay here, courtesy of Jake. Well thrown ball and little post pattern, and it went through his hands. Wow, that close to being a lead for the Colts. But incomplete, and there's no time left on the clock.
These 2 games going on tonight are real classics.
Colts are going to get the ball in the second half. At the half, it's Cambria Heights 7 and the Northern Cambria Colts 6. We'll recap it for you when we come back to Duffy Doherty Stadium. Thanks to Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Northern Cambria for presenting the second sponsor. And, of course, our primary sponsors, our game sponsor, Smith Coal and Oil, and also Barnesboro American Legion Post 508. First half recap right around the corner. It's Cambria Heights 7, Northern Cambria 6 on Renda Digital TV.
Milk every moment.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Leaves are falling and so are our prices at 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. Discounts up to 11/3 off and financing as low as 0% APR. It's go time. That's right, huge savings and 0% APR. That means you pay 0 interest and 0 finance charge. Mitsubishi carries the best warranty on the planet, by far the best value on the road. Huge discounts and 0% APR. It's go time. Only at the Mitsubishi Giant.
5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
Have you dreamed of blazing fast internet speeds and unlimited data? Well, dream no more. Introducing SeaWorld, your gateway to a seamless online experience. Thanks to T-Mobile's revolutionary 5G internet, you can now get lightning-fast connectivity right in the comfort of your own home. And it's only $50 a month. For more details, call Brian, SeaWorld's friendly and knowledgeable sales representative at 724-463-3200, extension 122. SeaWorld, the future of internet is here.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Back with you at Duffy Doherty Stadium, the Northern Cambria Colts marching band on the field. As I mentioned just a few minutes ago, Cambria Heights Highlanders marching band not able to perform tonight because of a pre-planned school musical. Come on, who planned that during football season? But they are an outstanding band, and the Colts marching band putting on good show, Ward, as are these two teams.
Everything that we thought is even better. I knew they had good defenses. Boy, they've really shown it here. And you could see the speed to the ball, the coverage. They forced each team really out of their running game. The Colts did get a big run from Chiretti, but other than that.
We're going to take a look at that run right now. We were scoreless at the end of the first quarter, and on Northern Cambria's second possession of the second quarter, Jack Chiretti took off. You see the replay as he came near sideline and took it into the dark for a touchdown to the house. One play, 65-yard run at the 10-minute mark. And then the Highlanders came back and scored on the very next possession, driving 64 yards. And it was Jackson Klein that took it in. A lot of exciting plays that shaped up that first half. Some excellent defense that you're seeing right now from both teams. And Weiland sacked. That was a big play because we thought the ball came out before he was down, but they ruled him down. And then big pass play from Ethan Donatelli. Got in the waning seconds of the half to Reese Wagner, got them in position, and they came that close to scoring on the final play of the half. I'm sure if you talk to Ty Dunn, he'd tell you, man, it was right there. I should have had it.
Should have had it. I think he was out of the end zone anyway.
I don't think he was.
Great attempt.
We don't have that, do we, Jake? We'll see if Jake Slobotnik pulls that up. And here it is, that final play of the half. And a well-thrown ball, and now he was well within the end zone by a couple of steps.
He was. I thought they might run a little cross between him and the flanker was out there. I'm not sure who that was, and just isolate Dumb in the right corner of the end zone. Didn't do that, though.
Our Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram halftime report from Duffy Doherty Stadium will continue with the score. Cambria Heights 7 in the Northern Cambria Colts 6 on Renda Digital TV.
Robindale and its affiliated companies are proud to be a sponsor of all student athletes in the area. For nearly 2 decades, Robindale has been cleaning up refuse coal piles that dot and scar the western Pennsylvania landscape. To reclimate and beautify these areas, Robindale believes deeply in safety, compliance, and community responsibility. If you would like to become a part of the Robindale team, you can contact them at 814-446-6700, extension 122, or see how Robindale can assist your business at robindale.com.
Hello, this is Jay
and Shannon
from Hutton Blues Insurance. We pride ourselves on building strong personal relationships with our clients.
We are an independent agency offering you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, or life, you want an advocate working in your best interests. And that's Hutton Blues Insurance, Route 119 North, just outside of Indiana.
We're also honored to have been voted in the top 2 insurance companies in the 23-24 Best of Indiana County contest.
Thank you, Indiana County.
What's up, everyone? I'm Carissa Luther.
And I'm Dante Luther. And we got another one. Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Northern Cambria is now Luther Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Same great place, same great people, same great service. Call or visit us today.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
can shop for pretty much anything online. Clothes, food, vacations, you name it. All without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. Finally, banking can be just that easy too. With the all-new FMB e-store, you can shop for hundreds of financial products to manage your money, all from the comfort of your couch. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FMB e-store in branch, on your phone, or online at fmb-online.com.
With Ward Hilliard, Mark Burdick back with you in the broadcast booth on our Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram halftime report, with Cambria Heights leading 7-6 over the Northern Cambria Colts. Outstanding first half of action as we get a look at the Northern Cambria Colts marching band. We'll give you a little flavor of the Colts marching band here, and then we will get right to the stats. So impressed with all of these marching bands all season long, and it's a shame the Highlanders marching band not with us today, but we are going to march on the Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram halftime show with the first half stats. Ward, what do you have?
Well, first of all, for Cambria Heights, Klein had 4 carries, 9 yards, and a touchdown. Tribus had 4 carries, just 2 yards. Nayland, 3 carries, -6. 1 carry for Weiland, -6. And Morini had 3 carries for 18 yards. Total of 15 rushing attempts, 17 yards and a touchdown through the air. Weiland, 5 of 9 for 67 yards. So you got 17 on the ground, 67 through the air, 84 total yards for Cambria Heights. They are hanging on to a 7-6 lead. For Northern Cambria, Scheretti had one big run which really turned the tide for him. He had 10 carries, 101 yards. Shonsky had 1 carry for 1 yard. Dumb had 6 carries for 12. Farrell 1 for 9, and Donatelli 1 for 3. 19 rushing attempts, 126 yards and a touchdown. Through the air, a combination of Dunn and Donatelli, 3 of 8, 53 yards, 126 yards on the ground, 53 in the air, 179 for the Northern Cambria Colts. Time of possession, 11:58 for Cambria Heights, 12:02 for Northern Cambria. Almost dead even, Mark.
Well, that's amazing. And total yards again, Colts 126, Heights 84. Winner of this game will play next Friday night at Mansion Park in Altoona against the winner of the other semifinal, which is also a rival game, and Purchase Line 7-0 over Penns Manor. Last week, the Colts defeated Marion Center 45-0, while Cambria Heights downed West Branch 40-6. Purchase Line beat Moshannon Valley in a pretty tight one, 21-13, and Penns Manor went on the road against third-seeded Juniata Valley to win 34-14. So that's where we're at with the 4 teams that are left standing, and Marion Center, Moshannon Valley, West Branch, Juniata Valley, wondering and thinking about next year, and a couple of those teams are going to be pretty strong next year. I think Marion Center with a pretty young ball club coming back.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I think the conference is going to be exceptionally strong next year, just from what I've seen. It's going to be interesting. A lot of good underclassmen.
We will come back with more on our Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram halftime report. We're heading toward the second half very quickly. It will be the Northern Cambria Colts receiving the second half kickoff, but still more work to do on our halftime show with the score Cambria Heights 7 and the Northern Cambria Colts 6. Our coverage from Duffy Doherty Stadium continues after this timeout on Renda Digital TV.
Milk every moment.
Resta Home Health, a proud supporter of the area's student athletes, wishes the players and coaches the best of luck in the playoffs. The never give up attitude and drive of your teams is something to be proud of. Resta Home Health, locally owned and operated, is committed to providing a high performance of healthcare for the improvement of their patients' physical and psychological condition, to provide quality care in a cost-effective manner for the community. Go get 'em, teams, from your friends at Resta Home Health.
What's up, everyone? I'm Carissa Luther.
And I'm Dante Luther, and we got another one. Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Northern Cambria is now Luther Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Same great place, same great people, same great service. Call or visit us today.
The Barnesboro American Legion Post 508 would like to congratulate the Northern Cambria Colts football team and coaches on a fantastic year. Go get them today. Everyone at the Legion is rooting you on.
Let's go Colts!
The Barnesboro Legion invites you to check out the best club in town. Looking for a great place to hold a wedding, birthday party, or your holiday and Christmas parties? Check out the Legion Event Hall, open to the public to rent. Barnesboro Legion, proud supporter of NC student athletes.
Old pride never dies.
Big round of applause. Thank you for your performances.
Back with you at Duffy Doherty Stadium. 7-6 Highlanders over the Colts. Of course, the winner of this game playing the winner of Purchase Line, Penns Manor. Purchase Line just now kicking off to Penns Manor to start the second half, which is underway in real time as I mention it. Looking at Double A tonight. Of course, two of our local teams back in Indiana County were upended last week as Forest Hills ended River Valley's fine season 41-13. And Mount Union came from behind to defeat United Valley 25-22. So tonight it's Bald Eagle and former Homer Center Superintendent Kurt Weitzel. They're going against Forest Hills. We don't have any scores, or at least I don't think we do, Jerry, on those Double A games. And Mount Union, where Kurt Weitzel lives, they're playing Richland. So it'll be the Richland Mount Union winner against the Bald Eagle Forest Hills winner. We'll see if there's any scores being passed along on the usual.
Yeah, that could
Friday
play
night.
out to be a Laurel Highlands final if a couple of those teams win, that being Forest Hills and Richland.
I want to thank our halftime sponsor, Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Northern Cambria. Call their lucky number at 814-948-7777. 15% off of MSRP on selected new vehicles, and what a lineup with all of those brands. Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, the Ram trucks, pretty amazing vehicle, and they are on sale, many of them 15% off of MSRP. And as I mentioned, I drove by, a huge selection, the biggest I've seen. You know, with COVID, a lot of dealers had problems with pre-owned inventory. Not right now at Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. It's a huge inventory, and you can check it out right here in Northern Cambria. And of course, bad credit, slow credit, or no credit, they can help you. Call them at 814-948-7777. Cambria Heights trying to get back to a District 6 title for just the second time in school history. They were there in 2020, and that was Class AA. They lost to Richland 27-6. That was a game I did, I think, with head coach Greg Page, if I can remember right. And no, I'm sorry. Coach Page worked with me in 2019 when Richland defeated Ligonier Valley 34-6. Cambria Heights has never won a title. Of course, Northern Cambria won their first one last year in come-from-behind fashion, 12-6 over Penns Manor. And Colts, if they want to go back-to-back, they're going to have to come back in this game, what is a one-point deficit right now.
Yeah, that's true, Mark. And again, it's the fact that the defenses have been so strong against the run that both of these teams are having to go to the air more than maybe they care to do. The Colts are a little more comfortable with that, I think. But Cambria Heights has shown an ability also to move the ball through the air. So we may be seeing a few more passes in the second half.
Northern Cambria Colts presenting sponsors of our video streams last week and this week, and we're hoping next week from Northern Cambria's perspective. Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria, proud to serve the Tri-County area for all of your home heating needs. Weather has turned. Trust the team at Smith Colon Oil to keep you warm. Call them at 814-948-4708 or contact them online at smithcolandoil.com. And our friends at the Barnesboro American Legion Post 508, they are streaming the game with 4 TVs this evening at the Legion. Hello, guys, and to all of you veterans on this Veterans Day weekend, thank you so much. By the way, on Renda Digital TV tomorrow morning, we will have the Indiana Veterans Day Parade. The Barnesboro Legion's excited to be a co-sponsor of tonight's stream. You can become a social member for only $6 this year. Every Friday, the Legion has a DJ from 10 to 2. And on November 22nd, Thanksgiving Eve, good place to be. DJ Tommy Guns will be there 10 to 2 with drink specials. And then looking ahead to next month, December 16th, always a big day, the annual Kids Christmas Party with crafts, food, and fun for all ages. That's at the American Legion Post 508. Some other numbers in the first half. Possessions, 6-6. Penalties, Northern Cambria, 4 penalties for 25 yards. And Cambria Heights, just 1 penalty for 5 yards. And we are set to go. Third quarter going to be presented by R4H Medical Transportation. Jasper's kick, Squibber, going to be taken at the 24-yard line. They reverse it to Jack Sharetti, near sideline 30. Hurdles over a tackler as a flag flies late. And Sharetti up near the 40-yard line. But what did the officials detect? We can detect that Dawson Warner made the tackle, according to our spotter, Chris Graham.
Not sure what that would have been, Mark.
Let me turn your mic back up.
They're waving it off. I mean, I didn't see anything, and obviously there wasn't anything, so they waved it off.
So Northern Cambria, 11:54 here in the third quarter. Will start at their own 40, and let's see if we can detect any adjustments as we move forward here in this second half.
Sure, they'd like to get their ground game moving a little more. They don't want to rely on the throw. But
quarterback is Ty Dunn. Pistol back is Jack Sharetti. Shotgun snap. They hand it off. Oh, there's a fumble, and it's a replay of the first half, only in reverse. It's Northern Cambria that fumbles on the first play of the second half, recovered by Tristan Weekland of the Cambria Heights Highlanders. In the first half, Cambria Heights first play, they turned it over. Incredible.
That's a killer. And that was Donatelli, I think, in the game.
No, it was dumb.
I'm looking at number 16 here who came off the field.
Donatelli was at quarterback? All right.
One for me.
I thought it was
Wow,
dumb.
This is not how you want to start if you're Northern Cambria, though. You got to defend your side of the field. It's foregone territory already for Cambria Heights.
At the 35-yard line, the Highlanders, tight formation. And they toss it to the wingman right, and nothing positive going to come out of that play. Zach Kirsch blew it up. It was Marshall Eckenrode on the carry. Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11.
Kirsch stayed home, played it well, came back, and was not letting them out of that corner. That's a good defensive end play.
2nd down and 11. They've hit some passes in this game, and they haven't been overwhelming their passing game this year, let's put it that way. Coming in, Isaac Weiland was 44 of 91 with 5 interceptions, 47% completion percentage, 789 yards. Fullback is Klein, but it's play action. And Klein is going to he releases the ball as he was sacked and completes it to Jasper as a flag flies. That might be a horse collar on Jack Sharetti.
Boy, he really slammed them to the ground there, and the flags came immediately.
Good job by Weiland to get rid of the ball, and that's going to march it half the distance to the goal. The completion to the 20, face mask is the call, actually.
Face mask.
15 yards. Going to take the ball. That should be half the distance to the goal.
So they move the football half the distance to about the 13-yard line.
Boy, backs against the wall already. A big set of downs here for the Colts defense.
T formation. They give it to Klein, and nothing. I think it's Klein. Let's see.
30s, yeah, looks like.
Jackson Klein tackled by Austin Amsdale.
By number 58, Austin Amsdale.
So they lose a yard.
Well, that's a good play, though. Having get rid of the ball while he was under duress. They're almost going to the ground.
Yeah, outstanding play by Weiland. They look at their wristbands. Receiver at the bottom of the screen is Stephen Nealon. That same tight formation, almost a wishbone look, and Whelan to pass, and it's caught by Nealon over the middle, down to about the 3-yard line. And it's going to be close to a first down. Dylan Weaver on the tackle.
You're right, Mark. You know, it's not all that pretty a passing game, but it's an effective one. That ball wobbled there. Whelan made the catch. That's a huge gain right there.
Third down and 1 now.
3rd down and 1. Football at about the 4, maybe the 3-yard line. Hard to see it from our vantage point. Tight formation, and it's Nealon under center. Nealon hands it off to Klein. We saw it in the first half, and it's first down for sure, and they're going to hold him out of the end zone. No signal for a touchdown just yet.
Number 30, Jackson Klein.
They got a pretty good push on that.
Down to about the 1-yard line. He didn't get in the end zone, but it's going to
be first and goal at the 1-yard line. On the stop, Lucas Schutte, we're going to credit.
Less than a 1.
Stephen Nealon under center. Fullback is Klein. They hand it to him. Touchdown. Cambria Heights Highlanders. They take advantage of the turnover, and with 9:17 left here in the third, they now extend their lead to 13-6.
It's a big point coming up here.
Yeah, it sure is. The kicker, place kicker's Cameron Abrams, 24 of 30 for the season.
Good news for the Colts here. I'm trying to see his numbers coming off holding his arm.
Long snapper is Tristan Weekland. Right-footed soccer-style kicker. Snap is put down, and the kick is up. It looks good, and it is good. 9:17 left in the third quarter, being presented by R4H Medical Transportation. It's 14-6, Highlanders over the Colts on Renda Digital TV.
Life at full throttle, run wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-sides, watercraft, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
You can shop for pretty much anything online. Clothes, food, vacations, you name it. All without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. Finally, banking can be just that easy too. With the all-new FMB e-store, you can shop for hundreds of financial products to manage your money. All from the comfort of your couch. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FMB e-store in branch, on your phone, or online at fmb-online.com.
Back with you at Duffy Doherty Stadium. 14-6, Highlanders have scored, and at Barry Medill Athletic Field, the Red Dragons of Purchase Line have just opened up a 2-touchdown lead over the Penns Manor Comets. Here the Colts in this playoff edition of the Coal Bowl are down 14-6. They defeated the Highlanders 28-11 a couple of weeks ago. Difficult word for you. Look what's happening at Purchase Line. They lost to Penns Manor 2 weeks ago. Now Purchase Line's up. Difficult to beat. You know, when you're talking about good ball teams, difficult to beat a team twice.
Yeah, what worked 2 weeks ago may not work tonight because they made some adjustments, and I'm seeing that pretty much here from Cambria Heights. They're really stymieing a lot of what Northern Cambria wants to do, so they're going to have to open it up more.
Our Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Drive summary. 6 plays, 35 yards. Took 2 minutes and 31 seconds. Very even to Bellin's drive with 3 passes and 3 runs. Jasper has it teed up. They might need a splash play. The Colts from Dumb. They're going to get a squib kick off of the foot of Jasper. And look out, this one's bouncing crazily, and it's down, I think, wisely by Gavin Rivera. And Northern Cambria will take over
at the 36-yard line.
He
at the 36.
He puts the football down lengthwise and then kicks the end of it, and it just bounces, like you say, crazily down the field. It's tough to field it.
This quarter being brought to you by R4H Medical Transportation. The team at R4H Medical Transportation in Cherry Tree hopes you enjoy the third quarter. If you're looking to join the winning team, R4H is hiring drivers for medical transportation services. Check them out at R4H.com. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Trips at the bottom of your screen. A receiver up top. The pistol back is Sharetti. Out pattern intended and caught by Danny Farrell, who's tackled up near the 45-yard line. Be a solid gain of about 8 or 9 yards. Luke Mulroney ran him out of bounds, but it'll be 2nd down and short. I think the Colts are going to have to hope that Donatelli can find his groove here.
Yeah, that was a nice pass. That's a tough out pattern. He ran there about 8 yards downfield. Good catch.
Donatelli, 46 of 80 entering the game, 1 interception, 578 yards passing, and 5 touchdowns. 2nd down and a yard. Sharetti, the running back. And Donatelli fakes it, gives it to Farrell around the left end, and he has some real estate. To midfield, 1st down, makes a little cut, and he's spun down at about the 48-yard line. On the far side of the field, it was Tribus, the cornerback, a junior, 5'11", 165 pounds. But the Colts are in Highlanders territory with a new set of downs.
Nice play call, fake into the line, which was expected by the Cambria Heights defense. However, the reverse was not, and they did a nice job of making it to the edge and picking up that 1st down.
Caleb Dolney, the receiver at the bottom of your screen. Slot receivers, Danny Farrell. 2 receivers in front of the Cambria Heights bench. And Donatelli waiting for the shotgun snap, and he throws out in the flat, too tall for the intended receiver, Ty Dump. And some pressure up the middle, I think, altered that pass. See if we get a replay here. It might have been Bryce Lewis that I think forced it. Well, no, not really. Donatelli was not hindered. I guess he did have to get it over top of Tristan Weekland. But it's 2nd and 10. From the 48.
Those are tough passes when you've been out a while, too.
Sidecar right now, Sharetti. And a flag. And the Colts just are out of sync here at times with these penalties. And that will be their 5th of the night for 30 yards. Or no, that's their 6th penalty now for about 42 yards.
Even long cadences on these plays, and that's hard for an offense to hold their position for that period of time.
The other semifinal purchase line leading Penn's Manor 13-0. The Comets with the ball at their own 35-yard line. 2nd down, 15. The Colts are back in their own territory at their own 47. 4 receivers in the formation. And Donatelli to pass. Throwing deep, and it's intercepted. I believe, yes, it is. Unless they're going to say incomplete as the ball came loose, but I think they're going to credit Stephen Nealon with the interception, the cornerback, and it's Highlanders ball back at their own 31.
Pass underthrown that time, and nice job by Nealon. Stayed with the receiver and picked it off.
Number 26, Stephen Nealon, comes down with it.
This forces the Colt defense really to come up big. They've got to get a 3 and out here so you get the ball back and try to get something going offensively.
From their own 31-yard line, the Highlanders have the football and the lead 14-6. Big crowd on hand here at Duffy Doherty Stadium. Wing left and right. And it's a reverse, and Nealon's going to throw. Throws in the flat, and it's caught by Eckenrode. Now they're going to say Yeah, it is caught. One of the coaches was saying he bobbled it out of bounds, but it's going to be a completion for 11 yards. Trey Pershing made the tackle.
A little more liberal in high school on those calls, so I didn't see any bobble, though. That was a well-run play, and Heights is pulling everything out of the hat here.
Pass floated a little bit, but he was open enough.
So open, yeah.
Tight end left is Garrett Jasper. Waiting the play call from head coach Jared Lewis and the Heights staff. Lewis in his 13th season, looking to get back to a district championship game. Weiland throws over the middle. It's deflected and incomplete off of the hands of the intended receiver, Marshall Eckenrode. So it'll be 2nd down and 10, 8:13 left here in the third quarter, being presented by R4H Medical Transportation.
Cambria Heights using a lot of crossing patterns, getting their backs out, or their receivers open across the middle that way.
Hunter Nealon, a receiver at the bottom of the screen. 10 receptions, 168 yards to his credit. Jasper, tight end left, he has 4 catches and a couple of touchdowns. Split backs, and they give it to the deep back, and a hole for Klein. First down, he bangs his way to the 45-yard line of the Colts, tackled by Ty Dump. And they move the chains again, leading 14-6. We look at the replay, courtesy of Jake Slobotnik, who's doing a great job producing tonight's game, and just a different look. I'm impressed, Ward, with how Cambria Heights has shown them a bunch of different looks here tonight.
Yeah, they have, and again, it's the little bit of passing that they're doing and having some success with that is causing Northern Cambria maybe to take a step less or a step slower.
And with the lead, they're using clock. I don't think the Colts can afford to fall down by 2 possessions. Here's Weiland throwing deep down the sideline, and it's hauled in. Touchdown, Stephen Nealon. And it's 20-6.
Wow.
45-yard pass play. Weiland's 10th touchdown pass of the season. And Stephen Nealon hauls in his 21st pass and 3rd touchdown reception. And the Highlanders are stunning Northern Cambria. It's 20-6.
That was a beautiful throw and a great catch. There's nothing more you can say about it. It was well executed. He just hung it out there and let him run under it. And that he did. And that's going to make it extremely difficult for the Colts now.
Cameron Abrams to attempt his 3rd extra point. 7:26 mark of this third quarter. The defending champs are in a hole. And the extra point is up, and the extra point is good. 7:26 remaining in the third quarter, being presented by R4H Medical Transportation. It's Cambria Heights 21 and the Northern Cambria Colts 6 on Renda Digital TV.
Hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Back with you at Duffy Doherty Stadium, and the kick return, Jack Sharetti, as a flag flies over the 35 to the 37-yard line. Let's see if there's another penalty on Northern Cambria. The Highlanders have capitalized on 2 turnovers to extend what was a 7-6 lead to 21-6. Northern Cambria fumbled on the first play from scrimmage to start the second half. 6 plays later, it was 14-6, and then an interception by Stephen Nealon set up that drive. The drive summary driven by Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Northern Cambria. 4 plays, 70 yards. It took 58 seconds. They picked up 3 first downs along the way, and it was capped off on that pass play to Stephen Nealon. Colton Strong on the tackle for Cambria Heights, and they're going to start at the 25-yard line. The Colts staring up at a 15-point deficit. Donatelli, the quarterback, hands it to Scheretti. Scheretti shot out of a cannon, close to 10 yards on first down. Still plenty of time to go in this football game, but the Colts need to put together a touchdown drive. Marshall Eckenrode made the tackle.
I was going to say that, Mark. There's no urgency here. It's just that you got to put together a good, solid drive, so don't try to rush yourself.
Timeout called by Cambria Heights with 7 minutes left here in the third quarter, being presented by R4H Medical Transportation. Highlanders 21, Colts 6 on Renda Digital TV.
If you're in the stadium, please come to the press box. Kieran.
Resta Home Health, a proud supporter of the area's student athletes, wishes the players and coaches the best of luck in the playoffs. The never-give-up attitude and drive of your teams is something to be proud of. Resta Home Health, locally owned and operated, is committed to providing a high performance of health care for the improvement of their patients' physical and psychological condition, to provide quality care in a cost-effective manner for the community. Go get 'em, teams, from your friends at Resta Home Health.
Back with you at Duffy Doherty Stadium. The other semifinal game, Purchase Line has just tacked on another one. It's 19-0. Long run, I believe. We're looking on another monitor. Hey, R4H Medical Transportation sponsoring the third quarter. If you're looking to join a winning team, R4H is hiring drivers for medical transportation services. They make the driver onboarding process quick, easy, and simple. Check them out at ride4h.com. From the 35-yard line, second down and about 1 to go. Scheretti stacked up, going to be dropped for a loss. Although he keeps those legs moving, maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage on his own effort.
They did not get the first down. Boy, that was good defense. They closed that gap like right now.
Purchase Line added the touchdown and missed on the 2-point conversion. They're in the fourth quarter. Purchase Line looks like they're going to be heading to Mansion Park next weekend against the winner of this football game. Purchase Line.
That was an excellent run there. I don't know who it was. Made a nice cutback.
Third down and a yard. Pistol back is Scheretti. They show blitz. They give to Scheretti. He does have a first down from one side of the 35 to the other. Our spotter, Chris Graham, pointing out Dawson Warner on the chart, making that tackle. The 6'1", 175-pound sophomore that's fourth on the team with 93 tackles.
They got to find a way to get Ty Dunn involved in this offense, however, now that he's not quarterbacking.
First down and 10 to go. And Donatelli to pass. Pressure up the middle screen to Farrell, the freshman. Farrell breaks a tackle. 50, 45, dragged down from behind. And helping Farrell get up was the tackler, Marshall Eckenrode.
Good tackle, too. Farrell's off to the races if he doesn't get him from behind like that.
Eckenrode second on the team with 107 tackles to his credit, but they are in Highlanders territory inside of 6 minutes to play in this third quarter. 21-6 Highlanders. Pistol back is Scheretti. Fumble, and Donatelli picks it up, and he throws it. That's probably going to be grounding. Didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. There's Gavin Rivera was out there, and I guess it's just see here. The referee's going to say that, yep, incomplete, so it'll be second down and 10.
Very fortunate on that, and for a number of reasons. Well, Cambria Heights has really upped the defense.
Their linebackers have been outstanding tonight.
They have been tough, and they've been bringing them up too. They're not sitting back much.
Donatelli, let's see where Ty Dunn is aligned. I think he's at the top of your screen. 4 receivers in the formation. Donatelli awaiting the shotgun snap from Braden Pellis. And now we have a delay of game penalty on Northern Cambria. And it'll be 2nd down and 15 as they continue to chalk up the penalties. And the faithful down below us.
Not happy.
Not happy.
2nd down and 15 for the Colts.
2nd down and 15 from the Highlanders 48.
Penalties have not been the friend of the Colts here tonight.
2nd down, 15 now after the mark-off. Donatelli, shotgun snap, throwing, sideline, not even close to Danny Farrell. Now a flag flies. Might be a hold on Mulroney.
You would have to think that. Although the pass didn't appear to be catchable.
Although if he was holding him, that might be one of the reasons, right?
It's true.
Let's see what the referee signals. Holding.
Holding against the defense.
Well, that's a break. They needed a break.
So they'll march that one off, and it will be 2nd down and 5. And Cambria Heights fans are booing across the way. I think that's their 2nd penalty of the night.
Yeah.
2nd and 5.
They've played a very clean game and a very, very tough game defensively.
Football in the center of the field. Pistol back, Scheretti. Donatelli, shotgun snap, hands to Scheretti. 1st down and more. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Colts are right back in it with 5:12 to play in the football game. Jumping Jack Scheretti takes it and jumps into the end zone. And it's 21-12. And let's see what they do here,
Ward.
Ward.
They're going to go for 2, I'm sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, I would probably kick this one and then go for 2 next time around. But you're right, I think they are going to go for it.
I feel like they've got something going there offensively, so they're going to try it out right here. Boy, Scheretti, once he gets in the open, he just like a bullet took off.
Empty set. They go 5 wide. Although Scheretti, wingman to the right. Donatelli, empty backfield. And they give it to Dunn. Dunn wants to throw. Nobody open. Throws, corner of the end zone, deflected away, incomplete. Stephen Nealon deflected that pass away. But the Colts have some momentum maybe building with 5:12 left in the 3rd quarter, which is being presented by R4H Medical Transportation. 6-play, 75-yard touchdown drive pulls them within 9 points. It's Highlanders 21, Colts 12 on Renda Digital TV.
R4H, this is Bree. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Justin Nagel with R4H Medical Transportation. R4H is here when you need us. R4H provides transportation 7 days a week, including holidays. We offer both local and long-distance transportation for ambulatory clients, as well as those who require a wheelchair, gurney chair, or stretcher van. We provide transportation to medical appointments, social, and holiday events. We take pride in providing quality care and professional services to all of our clients. Due to our rapid growth and increasing need for our services, we are looking to expand our team. If you are interested in joining our team as a driver, apply online at rider4h.com. Full-time, part-time, casual, and seasonal driver positions are available in many locations. R4H Medical Transportation is an equal opportunity employer.
As always, because of you,
we are R4H.
Everyone at R4H Medical Transportation waving to everybody there coming out of that commercial break, and they're happy about the Colts touchdown. Our drive summary driven by Luther Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. 6 plays, 75 yards. It took 2 minutes and 14 seconds, and Jack Scheretti having another big night. They held him to 49 yards in that first meeting, but tonight 14 carries, 151 yards and 2 touchdowns. He had 227, I think, last week. Actually, 230, scoring 4 touchdowns. And it's a 9-point deficit. Ward, I don't know. I think in that situation, I kick the ball, and then you score again, and You have it right there in front of you.
The problem with going for 2 is you're doing something different than you normally do. I thought they had some momentum offensively. They wanted to take advantage of it. That was a trick play. Those don't work usually, and that's what happened. In that regard, I agree with you.
Michael Konitsky, that doesn't happen very often.
How long did that take me to get around to that?
Konitsky to kick off, and it's a squibber going to go out of bounds, and they'll probably take it at the 35-yard line, I would think.
The ball's going to be kicked out of bounds. Cambria Heights going to take over at their own 35-yard line.
Obviously, they need a big stop. There's still 5 minutes in the third quarter yet. The Colts need a big stop here. Cambria Heights feeling pretty good about themselves offensively.
Might have lost our link here. 5:12 left here in the third quarter. And we appear to be back. So they're going to make them re-kick it. Third quarter being presented by R4H Medical Transportation. Happy to present this third quarter. R4H Medical Transportation out of Cherry Tree. Hiring drivers for medical transportation services. They make the driver onboarding process quick, easy, and simple. Check them out at ride4h.com. And, of course, our presenting sponsors of the Northern Cambria Colts in the playoffs, Smith Coal and Oil and American Legion Post 508. And they still say Barnesboro.
Do they?
Barnesboro and Spangler.
Well, I've off.
But they're in Barnesboro's side of town.
I do remember.
So they're going to kick off from the 35-yard line now. Michael Konitsky will. 21-12. Cambria Heights with the lead. Entertaining football game. And Konitsky, end-over-end kick, going to be taken on a bounce at the 20-yard line. And that is Trey Tribus. And Tribus to the 40, to the 42, and tackled hard there. So it was Cambria Heights that made the mistakes in the first meeting a couple of weeks ago. Tommy Costello on the tackle. So they'll start it at the 43-yard line with 5:04 left here in the third quarter. Weiland threw 3 interceptions 2 weeks ago. Northern Cambria did fumble once, but the Colts, a couple of costly mistakes in this third quarter, and the Highlanders scored on both of them. 21 unanswered points before the Colts just answered. There's Klein on the carry, and Jackson Klein to the 45, just over the 45, tackled by Austin Amsdale, senior 5'10", 205-pound senior.
Dawson Chuddy, the big tackle, has had considerable difficulty out there. He hurt his arm. It's still sore, and you can see him. He got up slowly. I'm watching him.
This Colts defense, and Dawson Chuddy is one of them, 5 seniors, 4 juniors, a sophomore, and a freshman many times on the defensive side of the ball. 2nd down and 6, and the Highlanders taking their good old time down to 8 seconds on the play clock. They give up the middle, and it is Klein again. And good defense. Let's make sure that is. No, it's actually Mulroney on the tackle. Luke Mulroney tackled that. Austin Amsdale again on the stop. Jackson Klein, big game last week. Tonight, 10 carries, 29 yards.
Cambria Heights not huddling. They're just getting signals from the sidelines. They're already lined up.
Tribus in the backfield, Hunter Nealon in motion. And they're going to throw over the middle, and it's caught for a first down. Mulroney hauled it in, and another big third down pickup for the Cambria Heights Highlanders. Ty Dum on the tackle, and credit the Highlanders. They've found some holes in this Northern Cambria Colts defense that allows just 167 yards a game. First in the Heritage Conference. They've only allowed 74 yards a game passing.
Yeah, that's a little wheel route there off of the fake around the end, and then he just wheels out into the secondary there, about 5-6 yards. Ball right there. Tough to stop.
First down. They hand it off to Klein. Klein Good hard-nosed running. Has close to 5 yards on first down. One of those big young linemen, James Holtz, leading the way. Austin Amsdale again on the tackle, along with Dylan Weaver. There's not a senior on the Cambria Heights offensive front. James Holtz is a sophomore, Tristan Weekland a junior, center Braylon Ridbaum a junior, Jack Sherwood, freshman right guard, and Alexavier Farrell a junior. Look out for the Highlanders next year.
They're going to have a pretty good line there.
Stephen Nealon, the quarterback under center. They go tight T formation, and they give it, and nothing. Loss of a yard. Good defense by the Colts that time. And I think Jackson Klein was hit and dropped by Dawson Schutte. Schutte's second on the team for the Colts with 96 tackles. Their leading tackler by a mile is Jack Scheretti from his linebacker position with 134 of them. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. 2 minutes now left in this third quarter.
Almost a must stop here.
I agree. You're getting down to being limited on possessions.
Yes, you are. And Cambria Heights is maintaining possession.
Weiland in motion, looking to pass. He's going to throw that same pass deep down the right sideline. This one going to float out of bounds, incomplete, stops the clock. 1:39 left, and it'll be 4th down. I would expect Jared Lewis to play the field position game and punt the football.
Yeah, they haven't had a lot of success punting. They had nothing pretty about it, but they managed to get it 30 yards or more downfield, and that's all he's looking for.
Well, I said that with Northern Cambria Ward, I would have kicked that extra point. Here, I would say I would punt the football 100% of the time, leading 21-12. But the offense is still on the field. So what do I know? Not much. Unless they try to draw them offside with a hard count.
Looks like that's what they're trying to do.
And a timeout going to be called by Cambria Heights with 1:39 left. Here in the third quarter, being presented by R4H Medical Transportation. It's Highlanders 21, Colts 12 on Renda Digital TV.
Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
Thank you to our friends at Smith Coal & Oil in Northern Cambria, the presenting sponsor of tonight's broadcast with the American Legion. Smith Coal & Oil, for all of your home heating needs. The weather's turned, they'll keep you warm. Call them at 814-948-4708 or contact them online at smithcoalonoil.com. And, of course, the American Legion Post 508. Don't forget Thanksgiving Eve, DJ Tommy Guns from 10 to 2. There'll be drink specials, maybe even an early turkey sandwich. They're going to punt. Garrett Jasper averages about 39 per boot. From the Colt 41, it's high, and fair catch called for by Dumb at the 10-yard line. And that's where the Colts will start after a 31-yard punt.
Well, that was good strategy on the part of Cambria Heights. Pin them back there 90 yards away. They must drive down and score, and I think they need to score on this drive to stay within hailing distance of the Highlanders. Boy, this has been a good battle, though. This is what a playoff game's all about.
Purchase Line driving again in the fourth quarter, leading 19-0. They're going to be on the way to their first District 6 championship appearance since, I think, 1996.
It's been a while, but they surprised me here. They got it together tonight.
Shotgun. It is Donatelli. He can ill afford another mistake here in the give to Scheretti. And the Highlanders stack it up, and they push him back.
Jackson's Scheretti, the ball carrier, and he gets stuffed in the backfield.
On the tackle,
No gain to play.
Garrett Jasper.
Garrett Jasper on the tackle.
That looked like it was going to be pretty well blocked, but boy, Cambria Heights just closed the gap right away and just stacked him up.
Going to correct myself. Purchase Line was in the A championship as well in 2007. They also lost that one 27-7. to Bellwood-Annis. That was part of a 4-year championship streak for Bellwood-Annis. 2nd down and 10 for the Colts. Donatelli, the quarterback. Shotgun snap. Pressure up the middle. Going to fire downfield for Farrell. Hauls it in. 40, 50. It's a foot race. There's a flag, and he lost the football too. And it's recovered by Cambria Heights, by Hunter Nealon. It might be Cambria Heights ball unless the penalty is on the Colts.
Wow. He
just lost.
He was opening it up and knocked it out himself.
Jay, can we get one more replay? And here, let's wait for the call first. We're going to get the replay here.
Call's important now.
Here's the call. Holding and Cambria Heights. So it's going to be Cambria Heights ball. Here's the replay.
No, it shouldn't be.
Oh, I'm sorry. The hold was on Cambria Heights. Yes. My bad.
Yes.
So that will save. Here's the replay, though. It was caught. He's to midfield. And, he just lost the handle on the ball on his own.
Yeah, it might have bounced. His leg might have hit it because he was turning the jets on. I think he was going to outrun everyone. That's only a freshman there.
That's too bad for the Colts. Yeah, he was off to the races, no question about it.
That would have been a touchdown. Well thrown ball, too.
35 seconds, clock moving. Look at the deep huddle for Northern Cambria. They almost need the school bus to get up to the line of scrimmage. From the 20-yard line, Donatelli with Scheretti in the backfield to his right. Ty Dum in motion, and they hand it to him. He's trying to get to the edge, to the 20, spins to the 25 as a flag flies.
That's going to be a block problem.
Probably a block in the back. Jackson Klein on the tackle with 6 seconds left here in the quarter.
Also Stephen Nealon and Jackson Klein on the clock.
And
we have a penalty flag on the play again.
Stephen Nealon applauding. Blindside block on the Colts.
You know, you run those sweeps, and those blocks are always a problem there because somebody turns and goes, and you hit them in the back. And
third quarter going to come to a close. Special thanks to R4H Medical Transportation for making the third quarter possible. It's 21-12. Highlanders over the Colts. The defending District 6 champs will need a big fourth quarter if they want to get back to Mansion Park. Highlanders by 9 on Renda Digital TV.
The team at Smith Colon Oil know how hard work and dedication pay off. The Northern Cambria athletes and coaches know this as well and make their communities proud. Smith Colon Oil is pleased to be a sponsor of high school athletics. Good luck to all the athletes in the playoffs. The cold weather has arrived. Need coal, heating oil, or propane? Give the team at Smith a call and don't let winter catch you by surprise. Smith Colon Oil in Northern Cambria, 814-948-4708.
The Barnesboro American Legion Post 508 would like to congratulate the Northern Cambria Colts football team and coaches on a fantastic year. Go get them today. Everyone at the Legion is rooting you on.
Let's go Colts!
The Barnesboro Legion invites you to check out the best club in town. Looking for a great place to hold a wedding, birthday party, or your holiday and Christmas parties? Check out the Legion Event Hall, open to the public to rent. Barnesboro Legion, proud supporter of NC student athletes.
Hope pride never dies.
Back with you at Duffy Doherty Stadium. Colts are in the hole in more ways than one to start the fourth quarter. They're faced with a 1st and 18 after a blindside block to close out the quarter, and they're at their own 13-yard line, and they're down by 9. Other than that, things are rosy.
They got everything under control. Other than that, they haven't played a clean game, and I'm sure the coaching staff will agree with that. That they got to make some headway now, so they're going to have to open up the playbook a little bit.
Two of the talented receivers at the bottom of the screen, Caleb Dolney and Ty Dum. And Donatelli to pass. Has a man open deep and going up for it and knocked away as recovering nicely. The intended receiver was Caleb Dolney, and on the coverage, Stephen Nealon, the cornerback. So it'll be 2nd down and 18. I thought that play was breaking open at first.
Yeah, it ball hung up a little bit. Well played by Nealon. You were looking at Dumb going across the middle, but opted to go to the wide side.
Fourth quarter being presented by 5-Star Mitsubishi. 2nd down and 18 from the 13, and they get Danny Farrell, the young speedy freshman, on the field. Boy, that was close. That's a shame for the Colts standpoint. He almost took the distance, but fumbled it, but the holding penalty saved the Colts. Throwing over the middle, they get it into Farrell's hands to the 21-yard line, so they pick up a chunk of that yardage back, but they're going to be faced with 3rd down and about 8 to go. On the tackle, Trey Tribus.
You like that? Farrell running onto the field just in time to get in the formation and then turn it around. Bam, there's the ball, and wham, he gets whacked a couple of times.
5-Star Mitsubishi presenting the fourth quarter, and word on the postgame show, we have to select the 5 stars of the game, kind of like hockey, only from 3 to 5. 3rd down and 8. And Donatelli to pass, steps up in the pocket, wants to keep it, runs through one tackle, 30, 1st down, and over the 35 where he's knocked down by Stephen Nealon. Also, Dawson Warner of the Highlanders. But big 3rd down pickup because they were in a big 2nd down and 18 hole.
Huge play by Donatelli. That's experience that senior brings.
1st and 10 at the 37. Colts with the scoreboard at their back, and it has them trailing by 9. Trips at the top of your screen. Scheretti, the tailback. Scheretti, the handoff. Scheretti through a hole. Scheretti keeps the legs moving. They tackle him high, but he has 8 yards to just over the 45-yard line. Dawson Warner on the stop for the Highlanders. This Highlanders defense has been tough tonight. They allow only 11.9 points a game, 137 rushing, 73 passing. 2nd down and 2. Donatelli looking to pass. Good protection, steps up, now he's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked. Oh, he underhanded it, flipped it to Scheretti, and Scheretti has a 1st down. Outstanding play by Ethan Donatelli. Tristan Weekland tackled him. Let's see if we get a replay on this. That was sensational. They are going no huddle. I think we can get a look at it as he was just going down, and right before his knee hit, it was a good, clean pass. He was not down.
That was old backyard football there.
Give to Scheretti. Scheretti stacked up after a 1-yard gain to the Highlander 49. Hitting him, Braylon Ridbaum, the right tackle, a junior, 6 foot, 255. Where I keep looking at my chart, it's, can't really believe what my eyes are looking at because this defense, 1 senior, 3 juniors, 7 sophomores, and it's pretty much the same on the other side of the ball.
Yeah, that's going to be a formidable opponent. It's amazing that Scheretti's had the kind of night he's had, and they're trailing by 9 points.
2nd down and 9. Farrell, slot receiver to the right at the top of your screen. Low snap. Donatelli handles it, steps up, going to throw deep downfield. All alone is Dumb, and it's incomplete, but there's a flag on the play. It maybe wouldn't have mattered anyway, but he would have taken that one to the house.
It was a breakdown in the secondary somewhere.
Shot block on Northern Cambria.
Wow, they have really hurt themselves with these flags.
Not sure if we have a replay or not. Nope. Yeah, the penalty yardage, yikes. Jerry, do you have a calculator? Our statistician, Jerry Rossai. 9:04 on the clock.
10-yard penalty on that.
And that's...
They just don't have the luxury of taking these kinds of penalties. That might have been 15, huh?
Yeah, 15 from the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down, about 24 for the Colts. Donatelli with a protector. Scheretti gets it to Gav and Rivera, but in and out of his hands, and it'll be 3rd and 24. With 9 minutes on the clock, trailing by 9, Ward, you're almost into a position where you have to go for it.
Yeah, it looks very much like that's going to be the case, and that's a lot to ask.
Yep.
But you can see across the way where those chains are.
Colts do have 3 timeouts at their disposal, but boy, you give away a possession. 9 penalties on Northern Cambria, 72 yards.
Wow. And now we get a timeout because they're running low.
Timeout, Northern Cambria, with 9 minutes left in the football game. It's Highlanders 21, Colts 12 on Renda Digital TV.
Life at full throttle, run wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-sides, watercraft, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
3rd down and 24 as we come back to Duffy Doherty Stadium. 4 receivers in the formation. Donatelli takes the shotgun snap. Pressured, looking, dumps it off, has a receiver, and that is Caleb Dolney, who is forced out of bounds. And good pickup on 3rd down. They pick up about 16 yards to the 48-yard line. Stephen Nealon on the tackle, the cornerback on the right side for the Highlanders. So it's a more manageable 4th down and 8, and I think for the Colts' chances in this football game, just about a must make.
Yeah, I agree, and well done by Donatelli to withstand the rush and then find his receiver out there. That's a big gain.
1 for 2 on 4th down are the Colts. This one, the biggest, and they have trips up top. Donatelli takes the shotgun snap. Pretty good protection, firing deep, and he undershoots his receiver, and the flag on the play. Might we have a penalty on Cambria Heights because there were 4 white jerseys surrounding the intended receiver, Gavin Rivera. I don't think it's going to be on Rivera holding, and that'll be an automatic 1st down. Not automatic, but it'll be enough for a 1st down anyway because they needed 8, and that'll be a 10-yard mark-off, and that might have, at least for now, saved the day for the Colts.
Boy, Jared Wright is not going to be happy about that.
Jared Lewis, you mean?
Or Jared Lewis, yeah.
Northern Cambria has a 1st and 10 with 8:47 left in the game.
There's still plenty of time, but they're going to have to score pretty quick here, Mark.
From the 38-yard line, the Colts, winners of 10 games in a row, break huddle. Sharetti, the tailback. They've kept Ty Dunn in check here tonight, but he can explode at any time. They give to Sharetti. Tristan Weekland has him, and also Marshall Eckenrode. Braylon Ridbaum helped to blow that play up as well. No gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Sharetti, 18 carries, 161 yards. You see it on your screen. The clock continues to churn here. 8:20 to play in the football game. Trips to the right. Donatelli, shotgun snap. Good pocket. Fires over the middle, incomplete. Kind of floated that one and intended for Ty Dump. Pretty good protection by the front line of the Colts.
they're relentless. Cambria Heights on their pressure, they keep coming at him, and he has to pick that first receiver. If he's not open, he's going to be under duress.
Final score at Purchase Line, 19-0. Red Dragons shut out the Comets. 12th play of the drive. 3rd down and 10. They had to overcome a 2nd and 18 moments ago. Dumb in a slot at the bottom of your screen. And Donatelli trips, goes down, lost his footing, and now it's going to be 4th down and about 15 to go. It's been that kind of night for the Colts.
Yeah, it sure has. When they're not shooting themselves in the foot, they're losing their footing, and that one hurt.
4th and about 15 to go. Almost do or die situation 2.0 here for Northern Cambria. Ty Dumb trots at the top of your screen. 22 receptions entering the game. He needs a big one here to keep this drive alive, and they're behind the chains. 4th and 15. And they run a little flea flicker, throwing downfield, and it's knocked away by Hunter Nealon. Highlanders defense not fooled, and Cambria Heights going to take over with 7:22 left in the football game.
That play is better run in the first or second play of the series rather than wait till the 4th, because the defense is looking for anything.
Well, number one, they know you have to pass.
Yeah, that's obviously. He was open, we'll put it that way, but just no way for Donatelli to get enough on the pass to get it to him.
So Cambria Heights at their own 43-yard line. They take over.
And what they need to do is protect the ball and make 1 first down. I think they pretty well have a lock on this thing.
Tight formation behind Stephen Nealon. Give to Jackson Klein. Smothered, flag flies.
Boy, a lot of flags.
Yeah, lots of flags. Dawson Schutte on the tackle. Highlanders, 1 trip to a District 6 championship game. Came back in 2020. They lost to Richland 27-6. Obviously, they've never won a District 6 title. They're 7-17 away from getting back to Mansion Park for another crack at it. And the opponent would be another team that wears red, the Purchase Line Red Dragons, who won tonight 19-0. Holding on Cambria Heights sets them behind the chains, back to the 33.
Dragons do have a district title, maybe 2, I'm not sure.
I think it's just 1, but I will check my sheet here. They won it in Double A when Brandon Oberdorf was an outstanding running back. 1990, I believe, was the year.
Dalton was coached.
Ed Dalton, who's coached about everywhere, right?
It seems like it.
1st and 20, and they give in some running room. And making a nice move, Luke Mulraney, 1st down into Colts territory. 20-yard run. Ben Messina finally tackled him. Get a replay here, Ward. You describe it. He made a nice little jump cut.
Yeah, he sure did. He got around there. He should have been brought down right there. They missed the tackle. Then he dodged another one. Just an excellent run. And just what the doctor ordered if you're Cambria Heights.
Mulraney, 20-yard run. Northern Cambria drive, that last drive, 13 plays, 47 yards, took 6 minutes, 4 first downs, but they came up empty. And now, halfway through this 4th quarter, Twins behind the quarterback, and the give to Jackson Klein a couple of yards. On the stop, it was Zach Kirsch and Jack Sharetti.
1 more first down should do it. I mean, there'll be time left on the clock, but not enough time for the Colts to come back.
Purchase Line, their District 6 championship came 6 years after they started the District 6 championship format. In 1990, led by Brandon Oberdorf, they defeated United, minus the Valley, 27-7.
That was it. I thought Dave Small might have had 1 run there, but
2nd down and 9. A little confusion in the backfield, and a flag flies, and down goes the ball carrier. Luke Mulroney carried it. Dylan Weaver on the tackle. Well, Purchase Line was in a couple of other championship games in single A, holding the call on the Highlanders. As I mentioned earlier, they lost in 2007 to Belwood-Annis 27-7. And then back in the 90s, they lost to Moshannon Valley 34-6. So they, excuse me, they're 1-2 all time in District 6 championship play, but they're going to get another crack at it.
Yeah. That's good. It always comes around if you persevere. This was, I'm sure, really eating hard at the coaching staff to whether to take that penalty or not, because clock running, that's just going to play into Cambria Heights gets to play over again.
Colts have 2 timeouts left. Again, tight formation with the receiver at the top of the screen, and Whalen going to pass. Throws it out there, and a flag flies, and the pass is caught incredibly by Hunter Nealon. What an outstanding catch, unless he's guilty of pushing off.
I thought he did.
We got a replay here. Let's take a look, WA. And they throw. Yeah, I think it might go against Hunter Nealon.
Looked like he pulled down Rivera, but I'm not sure. Nope, they didn't call it that way.
Interference on Northern Cambria. And that might be the final nail in the coffin for the Colts.
I believe so. And that's not that there's not time for them to come, but they have to get the ball first, and Cambria Heights isn't giving it up to them.
We'll have both coaches on our 5-star Mitsubishi post-game show. We'll have the announcement of our 5 stars of the game. Ward, you better start thinking about that. Jake Slobotnik, our video producer tonight.
First and 10, Cambria Heights.
Been some good performances on both sides in the give, and good first down yardage, and the Cambria Heights Highlanders can smell it right now.
Yeah, you can see the difference. Body language out there.
Who had that football? Jackson Klein. Zach, was that Kirsch on the tackle? Zach Kirsch.
Yeah, I think it was.
Well, I guess we can shut off the machine here. Ward 19-0.
Yeah, that one's done. And this one's almost done.
Second down and 3. Weiland hands it off. Garrett Jasper with the carry. Another different look, and he barrels for a first down. Dylan Weaver stopped them. Jasper, a junior, 6'2", 240. This, I can't emphasize it enough, this is a young Cambria Heights team with 1 senior, 9 juniors, and 1 freshman, or 1 sophomore starting. They're going to be a double-A football team next year. They will be out of Class A, I'm almost certain. As a matter of fact, Ward, you could take that to First National Bank.
I'll do that.
First and 10. Season ticking away on the defending Class A champion Colts. 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage. Give to Klein. Klein protecting the football. Yard or 2.
58,
Austin Amsdale on the tackle. Our statistician, Jerry Rossai, can help us out with those 5-star Mitsubishi 5 stars of the game. He's been racking up the numbers. Jerry, you're running out of lead yet tonight with all the penalty yardage. You hate to see a game, I don't want to say marred by penalties, Ward, but it's disrupted the flow of the game. Let's put it that way.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, the flow of the game, it's just bogging it down. This game's still going on. The other one's over.
Post-game show's over. Second down and 9. Toss left to Jasper. Jasper hit and going to be dropped maybe a yard, and timeout going to be called by Northern Cambria with 2:15 remaining. Fourth quarter being presented by 5-star Mitsubishi. It's Highlanders 21, Colts 12. Cambria Heights on their way to Mansion Park. It appears on Renda Digital TV.
You can shop for pretty much anything online. Clothes, food, vacations, you name it. All without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. Finally, banking can be just that easy too. With the all-new FMB e-store, you can shop for hundreds of financial products to manage your money, all from the comfort of your couch. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FMB e-store in branch, on your phone, or online at fmb-online.com.
The team at Smith Coal & Oil know how hard work and dedication pay off. The Northern Cambria athletes and coaches know this as well and make their communities proud. Smith Coal & Oil is pleased to be a sponsor of high school athletics. Good luck to all the athletes in the playoffs. The cold weather has arrived. Need coal, heating oil, or propane? Give the team at Smith a call and don't let winter catch you by surprise. Smith Coal & Oil in Northern Cambria.
Again by Northern Cambria. So we'll take a 60-second timeout. 2:08 remaining, 21-12 on Renda Digital TV.
R4H, this is Bree. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Justin Nagel with R4H Medical Transportation. R4H is here when you need us. R4H provides transportation 7 days a week, including holidays. We offer both local and long-distance transportation for ambulatory clients, as well as those who require a wheelchair, gurney chair, or stretcher van. We provide transportation to medical appointments, social, and holiday events. We take pride in providing quality care and professional services to all of our clients. Due to our rapid growth and increasing need for our services, we are looking to expand our team. If you are interested in joining our team as a driver, apply online at rider4h.com. Full-time, part-time, casual, and seasonal driver positions are available in many locations. R4H Medical Transportation is an equal opportunity employer.
As always, because of you,
we are R4H.
Yeah.
The football down at the 1 yard line.
It. Didn't get in yet.
Taking a knee
well, this is
the quarterback Weiland. That is very classy by head coach Jared Lewis. And they'll have to do it 2 more times. So it's going to be Purchase Line and Cambria Heights next week at Mansion Park. We'll have the game right here on Renda Digital TV. Big fumble, or big interception too by Stephen Nealon on the defensive side. Get some consideration for one of our 5 stars. Actually, they take a knee. This will be the final play of the game. And the defending District 6 champions fall tonight to Cambria Heights. Cambria Heights on their way to the District 6 championship for the first time. What did I say? 2020. They win it 21-12, and interestingly enough tonight, the 2 teams that lost in Week 10 in the 2 rival games, they won tonight. Penns Manor beat Purchase Line in Week 10. Purchase Line won 19-0, 28-11. Colts beat the Highlanders 2 weeks ago, and the Highlanders turned the trick as well, winning 21-12. Stay with us for our 5-star Mitsubishi postgame show. We hope to have both coaches joining us up here in the booth as well. The final score, Cambria Heights 21 and the Northern Cambria Colts 12, right here on Renda Digital TV.
Luxembourg's Jewelers, a proud supporter of all the area athletes, would like to wish the best of luck to all the Heritage Conference schools and, of course, the Indiana Little Indians this season. With 2 convenient locations, Luxembourg's Jewelers is the winning choice for gifts of any occasion. Show your school pride with gifts ranging from beautifully logoed coffee mugs, keychains, money clips, water bottles, and more. From the Indiana Mall to downtown Indiana, Kip, Jeff, and the Luxembourg's team wishes everyone an MVP season. Luxembourg's Jewelers is Indiana's jeweler.
What's up, everyone? I'm Carissa Luther.
And I'm Dante Luther, and we got another one.
Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Northern Cambria is now Luther Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Same great place, same great people, same great service. Call or visit us today.
Barnesboro American Legion Post 508 would like to congratulate the Northern Cambria Colts football team and coaches on a fantastic year. Go get them today. Everyone at the Legion is rooting you on.
Let's go Colts!
The Barnesboro Legion invites you to check out the best club in town. Looking for a great place to hold a wedding, birthday party, or your holiday and Christmas parties? Check out the Legion Event Hall, open to the public to rent. Barnesboro Legion, proud supporter of NC student athletes.
Colt pride never dies.
Life at Full Rock, run wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-sides, watercraft, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
Good luck, Colts, from Lynn Sunoco of Northern Cambria, servicing your auto mechanical needs with expert care. Lynn Sunoco has a long list of satisfied customers. Also in Northern Cambria, Medvan Transport, providing non-emergency transports for wheelchair and station car transports for all your medical transport needs. Medvan Transport is now hiring drivers and EMTs.
The Barnesboro Slovak Club is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. And if you're looking for a friendly, comfortable atmosphere with good friends and entertainment, then try the Barnesboro Slovak Club. The Barnesboro Slovak Club welcomes new members, and there's always fun activities to do there. And be sure to check the Slovak Club out on Facebook for upcoming events. Again, that's the Barnesboro Slovak Club. Join today.
The team at Smith Coal & Oil know how hard work and dedication pay off. The Northern Cambria athletes and coaches know this as well and make their communities proud. Smith Coal & Oil is pleased to be a sponsor of high school athletics. Good luck to all the athletes in the playoffs. The cold weather has arrived. Need coal, heating oil, or propane? Give the team at Smith a call and don't let winter catch you by surprise. Smith Coal & Oil in Northern Cambria, 814-948-4708.
The Barnesboro American Legion Post 508 would like to congratulate the Northern Cambria Colts football team and coaches on a fantastic year. Go get them tonight. Everyone at the Legion is rooting you on.
Let's go Colts!
The Barnesboro Legion invites you to check out the best club in town. Become a social member for only $6 a year and join the Legion family. DJ every Friday, Saturday nights open jukebox 10 to 2. Don't miss Thanksgiving Eve with DJ Tommy Guns, 10 to 2 and drink specials. Barnesboro Legion, proud supporter of NC student athletes.
Colt pride never dies.
Resta Home Health, a proud supporter of the area's student athletes, wishes the players and coaches the best of luck in the playoffs. The never give up attitude and drive of your teams is something to be proud of. Resta Home Health, locally owned and operated, is committed to providing a high performance of healthcare for the improvement of their patients' physical and psychological condition, to provide quality care in a cost-effective manner for the community. Go get 'em, teams, from your friends at Resta Home Health.
Back with you at Duffy Doherty Stadium, where tonight the Cambria Heights Highlanders came into Duffy Doherty Stadium and defeated the Northern Cambria Colts 21-12. And looking at some replays, it was Northern Cambria that got on the board first on a Sharetti 65-yard touchdown run to give the Colts what would be their only lead of the football game, Ward. And the Highlanders came back, got a touchdown run from Jackson Klein from 2 yards out. The extra point gave them a 7-6 lead at the 4:09 mark of the second quarter, and that's where we were at the half. And then in the second half, a couple of turnovers that Cambria Heights took advantage of, and you're seeing a couple of offensive plays here for the Northern Cambria Colts that got them into position late in the first half. But then there's the turnover to start the second half just a bad exchange in the backfield, and Cambria Heights made them pay. It was Jackson Klein right there on a 1-yard touchdown run at the 9:17 mark to make it 14-6 after Cameron Abrams' extra point. And then Colts back to work, and they turned it over again, an interception by Stephen Nealon, and that one really hurt because they ended up driving 69 yards, and it was a streak pattern down the right sideline and a perfectly thrown ball from Isaac Weiland to Stephen Nealon, and it gave them a 21-6 advantage at that point, and they went on to win it 21-12. We will have both coaches joining us on our post-game show, our 5-star Mitsubishi post-game show. When we come back, Ward Hilliard will check the stats in this football game. The Highlanders will meet Purchase Line next Friday at Mansion Park. We'll have it for you here on Renda Digital TV. Our 5-star Mitsubishi post-game show continues after this on Renda Digital TV.
Falling in silver hour prices at 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. Discounts up to 11.3 off and financing as low as 0% APR. It's go time. That's right, huge savings and 0% APR. That means you pay 0 interest and 0 finance charge. Mitsubishi carries the best warranty on the planet, by far the best value on the road. Huge discounts and 0% APR. It's go time. Only at the Mitsubishi Giant.
5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
You can shop for pretty much anything online. Clothes, food, vacations, you name it. All without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. Finally, banking can be just that easy too. With the all-new FMB e-store, you can shop for hundreds of financial products to manage your money. All from the comfort of your couch. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FMB e-store in branch, on your phone, or online at fmb-online.com.
R4H, this is Bree. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Justin Nagel with R4H Medical Transportation. R4H is here when you need us. R4H provides transportation 7 days a week, including holidays. We offer both local and long-distance transportation for ambulatory clients, as well as those who require a wheelchair, gurney chair, or stretcher van. We provide transportation to medical appointments, social, and holiday events. We take pride in providing quality care and professional services to all of our clients. Due to our rapid growth and increasing need for our services, we are looking to expand our team. If you are interested in joining our team as a driver, apply online at rider4h.com. Full-time, part-time, casual, and seasonal driver positions are available in many locations. R4H Medical Transportation is an equal opportunity employer.
As always, because of you,
we are R4H.
Robindale and its affiliated companies are proud to be a sponsor of all student athletes in the area. For nearly 2 decades, Robindale has been cleaning up refuse coal piles that dot and scar the western Pennsylvania landscape. To reclimate and beautify these areas, Robindale believes deeply in safety, compliance, and community responsibility. If you would like to become a part of the Robindale team, you can contact them at 814-446-6700, extension 122, or see how Robindale can assist your business at robindale.com.
Hey guys, if you're in need of a trim or a new look and don't have the time to make an appointment, stop into Mariah's Barbershop in Spangler. Mariah gets you in and out quickly and offers affordable options like $12 regular haircuts or $15 bald fades. Straight razor shaves also available. And if you're looking for that perfect stocking stuffer for the holiday season, Mariah has gift certificates available in store. After all, there's nothing better than giving the gift of a fresh look to someone you care about. That's Mariah's Barbershop, 710 19th Street in Spangler, walk-ins and cash only.
Back with you in the broadcast booth at Duffy Doherty Stadium, being joined by Sam Schutte, head coach of the Northern Cambria Colts. And Coach, first of all, under difficult circumstances, thanks for coming up and doing this. A disappointing night for the home team. Your thoughts?
Well, we said it in pregame. You can't turn the ball over and you can't make mistakes. And we did both of those today. And, you know, I credit Cambria Heights for the good game they played. They're a tough team. And I credit our guys. They play tough. They played to the end, but at the end of the day, too many penalties we put on that on the field, and a lot of missed opportunities. But you know, we got to own it, and you know, we got to move on.
game started, it was interesting. The first play from scrimmage, both halves, they coughed it up to start the game. And then in the second half, you coughed it up, but the difference was you didn't take advantage, and they did.
Yeah, and again, we tried, and we were, again, penalties. I thought we got things going right there right off the bat, and 2 holding calls later, and we're, back up against the wall, and, it seemed to be the storyline of the whole entire night.
I think you were close to 100 yards in penalties. I don't have the stats in front of me. This game was marred by penalties, and I'm not saying there weren't penalties, but, man, there were a lot of flags. It kind of disrupted the flow of the game, didn't it?
It did. It really did. And, in a playoff game like this, at some point you got to let kids play, but that's not my decision to make, and we can only play the hand we're dealt with and focus on what's in front of us, and that's what we did. And unfortunately, we seem to be on the other half of that penalty battle.
They gave you a lot of different looks. I don't know if they did that 2 weeks ago, but some different formations. They mixed things up to their credit. And you had difficult time at times getting off the field on third down. They hit some pass plays.
Yeah, we really did. And, that's not like us. I don't know if our kids were just like, thinking about all the things they did 2 weeks ago and, not really respecting their pass. And, they were able to convert when they needed to. And like I said, hats off to them. They were able to convert and move the chains and, stay penalty free, and we weren't, and that was a difference. And, that's all you can really do.
What did you say to the team down on the field?
Well, I said, you're one of 3 teams in the history of Northern Cambria to have 10 wins. And that's what you have to remember. You have nothing to hold your heads down about. Yeah, we lost, but we played one of our worst games and we lost. So at the end of the day, it's going to hurt right now. But when you look at the big picture and all the things that these guys have done and all the memories and the experiences that we had this season and, for the seniors for the last 4 years, there's really nothing to feel ashamed about or feel sad about. They have they accomplished a lot of things, and that's the focus that we have to have when we leave this field today.
Jack Scheretti, a big night to close out his career.
Yeah, Jack is just one of a kind, and it seems like every few years you get a guy like Jack, and but Jack is even an exception to the exception because he just does everything right, and you just hate to see a kid like that leave. Just a leader on and off the field, and like I said, just down that last timeout we took with less than a minute, we got this. Come on, let's go get a stop. And that's the type of kid he is. He gives everything he has and leaves his heart on the field, and everyone knows it, and that's why he's such a good leader.
Coach, you started this season with a loss to United Valley. You, of course, end the season with a loss in this District 6 semifinal, but the bookend losses in between, as you said, 10 wins in a row, and another great season. Always difficult to have it come to an end no matter when it does. And I tip the football helmet to you and your staff and the kids for another great year, and I know you'll be back at it next year.
Yeah, thanks, Mark, and I appreciate everything you guys do for our team as well, and the coverage and what Renda Media does for our team and our Heritage Conference too. And I like to, if this is it, I like to wish Cambria Heights and Purchase Line good luck on the District 6 championship. I know we'll be well represented in the Heritage Conference.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing what happened. Week 10, the 2 teams that won lost here tonight, and I think it's the way it goes when you're playing a good football team. You said it best. You just can't make those mistakes, and unfortunately, they made them 2 weeks ago, and you made them tonight. But I don't think when the sun rises tomorrow, there'll be a lot to be proud of, and I know you already are and will be in the future. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Mark.
Head Coach Sam Schutte joining us. Thanks to him for coming up after a tough 21-12 loss here at Duffy Doherty Stadium. We hope to have Cambria Heights head coach Jared Lewis when we continue on the 5-Star Mitsubishi postgame show on Renda Digital TV.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
The team at Smith Coal & Oil know how hard work and dedication pay off. The Northern Cambria athletes and coaches know this as well and make their communities proud. Smith Colon Oil is pleased to be a sponsor of high school athletics. Good luck to all the athletes in the playoffs. The cold weather has arrived. Need coal, heating oil, or propane? Give the team at Smith a call and don't let winter catch you by surprise. Smith Colon Oil in Northern Cambria, 814-948-4708.
The Barnesboro American Legion Post 508 would like to congratulate the Northern Cambria Colts football team and coaches on a fantastic year. Go get them today. Everyone at the Legion is rooting you on.
Let's go Colts!
The Barnesboro Legion invites you to check out the best club in town. Looking for a great place to hold a wedding, birthday party, or your holiday and Christmas parties? Check out the Legion Event Hall, open to the public to rent. Barnesboro Legion, proud supporter of NC student athletes.
Colt pride never dies.
Back at Duffy Doherty Stadium on our 5-star Mitsubishi post-game show, joined by Cambria Heights head coach Jared Lewis. Coach, congratulations. This has to feel pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'm so happy for our players. I'm happy for our community. We played them a couple weeks ago, and we didn't play too well, but, credit them. They're a heck of a football team. They were all class. Sam does a great job with that team, and, we knew it was going to be a battle. Anytime you play somebody twice in a couple weeks, it's a battle, and we come in here and we're able to come out on top. I'm proud of our kids. I'm proud of our resilience. I'm proud of our seniors. We don't have a lot, but as I told you in our interview, our kids now are all upperclassmen. I'm proud of how we responded today.
Speaking of class, before it gets away from me, there are coaches that would have punched one in, especially against a rival at the end of this football game. You took a knee. Hats off to you.
Thank you. Yeah, hey, like I said, I'm proud of the way, they battled the whole game. It was a clean, it was a hard-fought game. So, we just wanted to make sure we, got a victory. That we don't care about the score. We just want a victory.
Coach, you practice all week. You prepare, trying to beat a team that you lost to a couple of weeks ago, and just like you drew it up, you fumbled on the first play from scrimmage.
Yeah, both times we played these guys, it haven't been ideal. So we gave up a 75-yard touchdown last game. In this game, we fumbled the first play from scrimmage. But you know what? I credit the guys' resilience. We didn't get down. We got a stop there, and didn't have a great offensive series. Punted the ball, got another stop, and then I felt like our defense allowed our offense to get in the game, and then just play some complimentary football. I thought we did well on the weighted downs, and Weiland had a tough game the first game, but he really played well tonight.
Talk about a couple of players that you thought stood out on the defensive side. I thought Luke Mulraney, and also I have to get my chart here so I don't mess up a name. Here we go. We'll flip it this way. I thought Dawson Warner had a strong game.
Yeah, Dawson's getting better each week. He's a sophomore. He gets better each week. Luke's just been great all year. He's our leading tackler. He's one of our leaders on the defense. And I thought Garrett Jasper got a lot of pressure up the middle, 87. We moved him inside this week, and I thought he did a great job of getting up the field and doing his job. All the defense all as a whole, from all 11 of them, I just felt like every tackle there was 11 guys to the ball, and that's what you want, especially against a back like Shreddy, a running back like Dumb. I'm proud of the way the boys played tonight.
They turned it, or you turned it over 3 interceptions in that first meeting. Tonight, it's one thing to force a turnover, and they turned it over, ironically, on the first play from scrimmage to start the second half. But you made them pay. You had the interception then by Nealon, and 12 points or 14 points off of 2 turnovers.
Yeah,
pretty good recipe.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought last game, we did some good things, but we just didn't score enough. We got inside the 20, ran a number of plays inside the 20, came away from 3 points. You can't do that against a good football team. Tonight we were able to punch it in. That was the difference in the game.
Isaac Weiland, strong game at quarterback. I thought he made some big third down conversions.
Yeah, it's a tell of resilience. I thought he had a tough game. He really took that to heart, but he got to work, and didn't feel sorry for himself and didn't let the moment get too big. We really focused on ourselves this week, and it's tough when you're playing a rival in the playoffs. There's so much on the line, but you really want to make sure you're focusing on what you can do and controlling what you do, and I thought we did a good job of that tonight.
You're wearing red, right?
Yes, sir.
You're going to face another team with red next weekend.
Yeah.
Purchase Line, a 19-0 victory tonight.
Yeah, Purchase Line, tough football team. We played them the first game of the year, and they were a tough team, and we're both teams, both programs, we're going to be tough. They're going to be a tough team. We know that. Flissick does a great job of getting them ready, and playing at Mansion Park, I'm sure, is a dream for both teams.
Coach, thanks for coming up. I'm sure you're going to have a happy ride home.
Yeah.
They had the musical. We were missing the Cambria Heights Outstanding Band tonight,
Yep.
but you guys can sing all the way home after a 21-12 victory. We'll see you next week at Mansion Park, probably earlier when we do our video interview.
Sounds great. Thank you for everything you guys do. Thank you very much.
All right, head coach Jared Lewis, and we will have more on our 5-star Mitsubishi post-game show. We'll take a look at the stats and have our 5-star Mitsubishi 5 stars of the game. It's not hockey with 3 stars. We have 5 stars for this game, and I'm sure we'll have some Highlanders names that we'll mention on the other side of the break. After this 21-12 victory for the Cambria Heights Highlanders, they're on to meet Purchase Line next week at Mansion Park. More to come from Duffy Doherty Stadium on Renda Digital TV.
Resta Home Health, a proud supporter of the area's student-athletes, wishes the players and coaches the best of luck in the playoffs. The never-give-up attitude and drive of your teams is something to be proud of. Resta Home Health, locally owned and operated, is committed to providing a high performance of health care for the improvement of their patients' physical and psychological condition, to provide quality care in a cost-effective manner for the community. Go get 'em, teams, from your friends at Resta Home Health.
Robindale and its affiliated companies are proud to be a sponsor of all student athletes in the area. For nearly 2 decades, Robindale has been cleaning up refuse coal piles that dot and scar the western Pennsylvania landscape. To reclimate and beautify these areas, Robindale believes deeply in safety, compliance, and community responsibility. If you would like to become a part of the Robindale team, you can contact them at 814-446-6700, extension 122, or see how Robindale can assist your business at robindale.com.
The team at Smith Coal & Oil know how hard work and dedication pay off. The Northern Cambria athletes and coaches know this as well and make their communities proud. Smith Coal & Oil is pleased to be a sponsor of high school athletics. Good luck to all the athletes in the playoffs. The cold weather has arrived. Need coal, heating oil, or propane? Give the team at Smith a call and don't let winter catch you by surprise. Smith Coal & Oil in Northern Cambria, 814-948-4708.
Leaves are falling and so are our prices at 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. Discounts up to 11/3 off and financing as low as 0% APR. It's go time. That's right, huge savings and 0% APR. That means you pay 0 interest and 0 finance charge. Mitsubishi carries the best warranty on the planet, by far the best value on the road. Huge discounts and 0% APR. It's go time. Only at the Mitsubishi Giant.
5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
The Barnesboro American Legion Post 508 would like to congratulate the Northern Cambria Colts football team and coaches on a fantastic year. Go get them tonight. Everyone at the Legion is rooting you on.
Let's go Colts!
The Barnesboro Legion invites you to check out the best club in town. Become a social member for only $6 a year and join the Legion family. DJ every Friday, Saturday nights open jukebox 10 to 2. Don't miss Thanksgiving Eve with DJ Tommy Guns, 10 to 2 and drink specials. Barnesboro Legion, proud supporter of NC student athletes.
Colt pride never dies.
Back with you at Duffy Doherty Stadium after this 21-12 Cambria Heights victory over Northern Cambria, and our 5-star Mitsubishi post-game show continues with a look at the stats, some of the highlights that shaped up this football game. Ward?
Well, the leading rusher for Northern Cambria, obviously, Jack Scheretti. He had 18 carries of 161 yards and 2 touchdowns. 31 total rushes for Northern Cambria, 206 rushing yards and 2 TDs. Through the air, they were 9 of 20. That was a combination of Donatelli and Dumb. 9 of 20 for 131 yards, 1 interception there. 206 on the ground, 131 through the air, 337 yards. Pretty impressive.
Not bad.
Total for a losing team. On the other side, I don't know, did he have turnovers marked here?
Well, I know 2 big ones in the third led to points, and then
yep,
go ahead.
And penalties. Rushing leader for Cambria Heights was Klein, and he had 16 carries, just 47 yards. They only had 32 rushes and 88 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns included in that. Through the air, they were 11 of 17 for 174, and some big long passes during that second half. 88 rushing yards, 174 through the air. 262 for the winning Cambria Heights Highlanders.
All right, and the final order of business, our 5-star Mitsubishi 5 stars of the game. And first for Northern Cambria, Jack Scheretti, 18 carries, 161 yards. And Danny Farrell, the speedy freshman, had 4 receptions and some rushing yardage as well. For the Cambria Heights Highlanders, we'll give them 3 of the 5 nods as the winning team. Isaac Weiland, as you just mentioned, 11 of 17 for 174 yards and a touchdown. Jackson Klein, 2 rushing touchdowns, solid on defense. And Luke Mulroney, defensive standout. We could probably go a little bit deeper, but we'll go with those 5 as our 5-star Mitsubishi 5 stars of the game. We want to thank everybody, our statistician, Jerry Rossi, our spotter in the booth, Chris Graham, our producer who did just an amazing job of producing the game tonight, Jake Slobotnik. He's going to be on the road to Bloomsburg with Jack Benedict and Pat Doherty for IUP in Bloomsburg tomorrow. And our cameraman upstairs for the first time working with yours truly, Anthony Larch. Anthony,
nice job.
Thank you so much providing the pictures here tonight. We hope everybody enjoyed the game. It'll be Cambria Heights and Purchase Line, a 19-0 winner over Penns Manor next week from Mansion Park in Altoona. Right here on Renda Digital TV tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, the Veterans Day Parade from Indiana. For our entire sports team at Renda Media and Renda Digital TV, again, the final score, Cambria Heights 21 and the Northern Cambria Colts 12 until we talk to you next weekend from Mansion Park. Mark Burdick wishing you a very pleasant good evening from Duffy Doherty Stadium in Northern Cambria.